Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody out there? Welcome Sunday night. We are back. Sorry about last week. I felt like I was dying, but feeling much better now, much better. So I think I might live, and we can go on to do many more wonderful trivia nights. What's going on, Friction? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, I've been trying to tell the people in the chat that you can't huff pollen. It doesn't work out well for you. Okay,
yeah, sniffing pollen, not a good idea.
No huffing pollen, no sniffing pollen. You guys pass up on that. I'm doing good. I haven't been doing any of that this week, so I'm moving along pretty well and breathing pretty good.
Well, that's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, what else going on? What'd you do this weekend? Anything fun?
I've been working on my Trans Am. Yeah, I finally have all the electrical for all the lights working in the front. I finally got the battery box hooked up, and I'm going to transport it to the trunk so I could start putting in the seats and ordering some interior stuff. So,
well, hell yeah, that'll be cool.
It's been fun. Cool. It's also money consuming. That's always good times.
Yeah, nothing like trying to repair something old. It's always going to cost money.
No shit, especially when the people, when they bought it, they literally had everything cut off of it so they can redo it in their own way for drag racing. It's like, okay, so now I got to legalize it and restore it.
Well, how are the, like, is there emissions where you live or anything like that? Or
yes, but being that it's a 79, I think it's like 25 years or older, you don't have to get emissions on it.
Yeah, that or take it up there to your father-in-law's place and register it up there, and you'd be fine. Because Lord knows up there are no emissions.
Yeah, I'd like to do that on all the vehicles in that case.
Yeah, you should, because up there, I mean, hell, half everything is smoking and oil leaking out everywhere, so it's not too bad.
Which I mean, yeah, it totally makes sense. And our name is on the property and stuff up there too, so that would make sense. It wouldn't be illegal in any way, I don't think.
No, I would do it 100%. Hey, so what hashtag you want to do tonight? What was it?
So we're going to do hashtag 40 because it is Mr. Friction's 40th birthday in 3 days. So we're going to do hashtag 40. That's hashtag FORTY.
Hashtag FORTY. There it is right there. So go on ahead. We'll have that going all night long. We'll add some more names up there onto the wheel. So go on ahead if you haven't. Obviously, nobody has put it in yet. So go on ahead and start putting hashtag 40. There we go. Got entries coming in. All right, cool. I think everybody knows how this works. It's funny because I guess I did a lot of movie kind of stuff. Friction did a lot of movie kind of stuff. So we got a lot of entertainment stuff for you tonight. So I know everybody loves that anyway. So it should be fun. We'll start out with regular entertainment. Let me say hey to a few people, though. Who we got in here? We got Bora Birkin. Good to see you, Bora. Nate the Great. Yeah, I think you did fall asleep. Good to see you, though, Nate. We got Kevin Sheely in here. Matt Dummett. Friction's in the chat. Good to see you, Friction. We got Roll Tide 99. Gumby up in here. What's up, Gumby? Let's see who else. Britt F. Good to see you, Britt. The Maven. What's up, Maven? Sarah Gua up in here. Good to see you, buddy. Dozer, what's up, Dozer? We got Timber in here. If Beer and Backroads was a person, go Pats and Pat Pfeiffer. There we go. Go Pat Pfeiffer. Good to see you, Pat Pfeiffer. The Bud Files in here. Good to see you, Bud Files. Yoda T, what's up, Yoda? Good to see you. Let's see who else. Reptile Dysfunction, the best name on all of the internet. Good to see you, Reptile. Let's see anybody else. Matt Dummett's coming up in here. Good to see you, Matt. Let's see if I missed your name. I didn't do it on purpose. We got Andy Heinrich in here. Good to see you, Andy. Oh shoot, we got another one. Daphne Pride. Good to see you, Daphne. Let's see. Yeah, if I missed your name, we'll say hey to people all night long. No, we'll be talking. Yeah, Friction, you want to start up with some entertainment tonight? How's that sound?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So I think everybody knows how to play. I've got the game rolling already. We can bring that up here instead. Let me do this, and we should be rocking and rolling. We got entertainment coming at you. I think this is just 10 questions. It's pretty short, so we'll start off with that. We do have some good ones, though. We've got some I'm not sure what Friction did, but it is movie based. I've got some movie posters and stuff like that. We got a lot of fun stuff, so we won't disappoint. What's up,
All right.
Nikki?
Britt, and just in case you're not aware, we're doing trivia. We have several rounds of, anywhere from 10 to 20 questions that we're going to ask. When the time goes up, when this 125 counts down to 0, we're going to ask you guys a question. And then you guys are going to type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat based on your best answer that is given with the answer that is given beside 1, 2, 3, or 4. Answers do matter as how quick they come in. So make sure that you are live or that you refresh your stream every couple minutes. If you know that your internet is slow, just to make sure that your answers are coming in, the quickest, because at the end of the night, we're going to give away 2 $10 cash prizes.
For and Cash App, whatever, anything like that. Hey, what's up, Barbara? Good to see you, Barbara.
Obviously, we're not going to send you $10 cash in the mail.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in a bottle and float it down to the Atlantic. Yeah, it'll make it there. Don't worry.
Are you down on the southern side of the Mississippi River?
Yep. Yeah, so the faster you answer, better off you are. Everybody do make sure you are streaming live. So hit the refresh button. You got 20 seconds. Do that. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up too if you're just now coming in. It does help the stream get out there to other people. Who else we got in here? Oh, Bob Cassidy. What's up, Bob? Good to see you. Lori Jean. Good to see you, Lori. All right, 5 seconds, folks. Make sure you're live. Vapion's in here. Got the heavy hitters. So entertainment, these are all going to be pretty easy. So there you go. Which alien life form was from the planet Melmac? Would it be 1, Mork, 2, E.T., 3, the Coneheads, or 4, Alf? Oh, we can get some music going too. How about that? What do we want to hear? Loud for some.
An answer correct out of everybody that puts in their answer, you automatically have your name go up on the wheel that we spin at the end of the night to get our 2 winners. Also, at the very last question of the round, which will tell you that it's the last question, at the very end, before the leaderboard comes up, if you put in hashtag Skyfox, and you're the first one to do it at the end of the round, your name automatically will go on the wheel as well.
Yeah, easy as that. Everybody will catch on. What's up, Mishka? Good to see you, Mishka. We got Barry Wilson.
Right. What actor and comedian appeared in the video for the Paul Simon song "You Can Call Me Al"? 1, Rodney Dangerfield. 2, Richard Pryor. 3, Chevy Chase. Or 4, Bill Murray.
You remember this?
Side trolling. Hashtag Skyfox.
You remember this video? You Can Call Me Al. Chevy Chase. Paul Simon. There we go. Look at that. 100%.
I was going to say, I don't think you fooled a single person on this one.
Like I said, most of these are easy. Yeah, good to see you, Barry Wilson. All right, next one coming up in 10 seconds. This is how easy it is. First round is going to be... Are yours pretty hard, Friction, or are they easy?
There's definitely some easy ones in there. My husband helped me out with a couple questions that he finds are more challenging.
I got you. All right, Before He Cheats is Billboard hit recorded by what former American Idol winner? Would it be 1, Kelly Clarkson, 2, Jordan Sparks, 3, Carrie Underwood, or 4, Abby Carter?
I don't even know who Abby Carter is.
She's, I think, the most recent winner. I typed in American Idol winners just so I could add another one to there, and somebody named Abby Carter was on the list, so I figured,
So American Idol actually is still running currently then?
I mean, I didn't look what season it was or anything like that, but it looks like the last winner was Abby Carter. I have no idea. It could have been 2 years ago. It could have been 6 months ago. I have no idea. I've never watched a single episode. I don't watch a lot of that TV stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't either. Maybe series, but not TV stuff. All right. The Rockettes dance troupe most famously perform at what New York City venue? 1, Radio City Music Hall. 2, Madison Square Garden. 3, Carnegie Hall. Or 4, Bowery Ballroom.
Another pretty easy one here. Hey, what's up, Daniel Berry? Happy Sunday to you too, buddy. Look at this. Looking like we're not fooling anybody on any of these. What's up, Ty Walks the Talk? Good to see you, Ty. 100% Radio City Music Hall. Look at that.
I almost wondered if that was Thai sport.
I don't know. Now I'm going to get confused again.
I know. Thai walk. Thai pork.
Yeah, and some of you, Barbara, make sure you are streaming live. Your answers are coming in there kind of late, so hit refresh, hit that little live button on the bottom left-hand corner. Make sure you're live. All right, who wrote the novel Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? 1, William S. Burroughs. 2, Hunter S. Thompson. 3, Henry Miller. Or 4, F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Okay, so we got a different tie in here.
Yeah.
Cockaboose Conductor.
What's up, Cockaboose Conductor? VicTube Productions. Good to see you, VicTube. We got Lynette in here. Good to see you, Lynette.
Hey, sis. Good to see ya.
All right, 100%. Hunter S. Thompson, good job. Like I said, these are easy. Only 10 of these, but they are easy. Yeah, it's funny. I had such a bad cough there for like a week, and I'm finally like getting over it, but I'm still like, that after effect of still, kind of like being hoarse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of in the chest still.
Mm-hmm.
Tight. Who was the first woman ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? 1, Tina Turner. 2, Janis Joplin. 3, Diana Ross. Or 4, Aretha Franklin?
What's up, Godless? Good to see you, buddy. A lot of different answers on this one, though. Mixing it up a little bit here. You know the answer to this?
I'm pretty sure it's Oh, what?
Yeah, Aretha Franklin. Good job. Hey, Baker. Good to see you, Baker. Got Vapion, Baker, Dozer, and Barry getting that right.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, Pat, you're sick too. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, I thought they were saying that about their answer. Well, hopefully you start feeling better too, Pat.
All right, and look who's talking. What does John Travolta's character do for a living? 1, a taxi driver. 2, a lawyer. 3, a babysitter. Or 4, an accountant. One thing about being sick, when you finally feel better, it's like you really appreciate feeling good. You know what I mean? Like you don't realize, you take it for granted feeling good, and then like you get sick and then you feel better and it's like, oh my God, this is awesome.
So when you get sick, do you have Mrs. Fools take care of you and like baby you and like, pamper you and do everything for you?
Not too much.
Soup and I will come put a cold rag on your head and make you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, she makes me food and stuff, but not too much. I'm kind of one of those people when I'm sick, I kind of just want to be left alone. Just like, I just want to sleep. I don't get sick often, but when I get sick, I get really sick.
Yeah, I know that feeling of just wanting to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just let me sleep for a couple days and then we'll get around. Whose careers as a solo performer was launched with the song Careless Whisper? 1, Yanni. 2, Kenny G. 3, George Michael. Or 4, Boy George?
Yanni.
Yeah, I swear as soon as I read that answer, I was laughing inside myself.
Gotta love Yanni.
I remember the infomercial type commercials, that they used to have like for now music and like old singers where they'd be like, this song and this song and this song and this song and this song, and you could buy this on a special for $14.95.
Oh, yeah, they'd be
Johnny,
like, Johnny.
And then when he came up, I was like, who's buying this?
Yeah, I miss those infomercials.
Oh, goodness.
All right, question 9 coming at you here. In 1959, Stanley Kubrick's sound crew prompted more than 75,000 fans to yell, "Hail Crassus," and "On to Rome" for which film? 1, Spartacus. 2, Cleopatra. 3, Caligula. Or 4, Ben-Hur? It is a pretty cool story there. He actually got, I'm assuming it was at a USC game. They got the whole crowd at the game to yell these lines for the movie, so they could have that many people, the sound of that many people doing it for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Spartacus. Good job, Vapion, Ty Walk, and Dolphin. Good to see you, Dolphin.
I didn't even see Dolphin.
I didn't either. See him now. Yeah, that's a great movie, Spartacus. Stanley Kubrick. He's awesome. Guess all you really had to know was who directed Spartacus.
Yeah, we were talking about Clockwork Orange. Oh, all right. Some people call me the Space Cowboy is the first line from what song? 1, The Joker. 2, Take the Money and Run. 3, Fly Like an Eagle. Or 4, Fandango.
Another pretty easy one here. That's the last one in this round. Pretty easy round. We do got some harder ones coming up, though.
Some people call me the Gangster of Love.
Mm-hmm. Some people call me Maury. Always like that Simpsons where Homer Simpson's singing that.
Oh, man. The Simpsons are such a nostalgic feeling for me.
Oh, yeah. I like King of the Hill better, but I like the Simpsons.
Well, my dad didn't watch King of the Hill as much, but I watched more King of the Hill as an adult. I think it's something that I can connect with a little bit more as an adult, and I think Simpsons kind of went crazy. Now, South Park, they're way ahead of their times.
Yeah, had some funny stuff. All right, here's the leaderboard. Let's see. We got Vapion coming in first place, followed by Dozer. Then we got Matt Dummett, Kevin Sheely. We got a Reptile Dysfunction, Britt F. Let's got Mishka in there, Wanda E, Pat Pfeiffer, Barry Wilson, Daphne after that. Then we got Yoda T, the Maven, Roll Tide 99, Timber Traveler, Ty Walks the Talk. It's like a tongue twister. We got Godless in there, Baker, If Beer and Backroads Was a Person, and the other people didn't make the leaderboard, but we got more games coming at you. So,
all right, step up.
All right. So let me go on ahead and do this the right way. So it was hashtag 40. If you haven't already put that in there, put hashtag 40, FORTY. Hashtag 40. We need more entries in there. How many times do you want me to draw this thing this time?
Go ahead and spin it 3 times for the start.
All right. And anybody who doesn't understand, if you get first place and tribute your name on the wheel 3 times, second place 2 times, third place 1 time, and we do this other thing here. So even if you don't win, you still got chances of getting on the wheel. So you said spin it. Let me hit stop real quick. All right. So you said spin it 3 times, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. There we go. We are rolling. I'm bringing up the next game right now. Let's see. What do we got in here? We've got entertainment or IMDb. We did entertainment.
Mishka, Mushka, Mausk.
All right, so it looks like one of yours are uploaded. Let's do the one called More Films.
Alrighty.
Let's check that out. Let me just go in here real quick. And drop the timer down just a hair, and we're good to go. I like the pictures, too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. Let me spin this thing again. And I'll start bringing up next game right now.
Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. And we got Cockaboo.
What is that one?
Cockaboos.
Cockaboos. I like it. And all right, one more time, and I got the game rolling, so we are good to go.
I like how everybody's calling him Mr. Vixen.
Mr. Vixen. All right, look at that. We got Daphne Pride. Daphne Pride being the other one. Good job, Daphne Pride. And here we go. So we got the next game coming up. It is movies. I guess I have no idea. Friction did this one, so we'll see. But it's movie. We got a lot of movie stuff tonight. So if you like movies, you're in the right place. Look at this.
Yes.
Scott Carnival Cruise Addicts. Or no, I said Scott, wrong one. Carnival Cruise Addicts, not Controversial Cruising. I get these ones confused. What's up, guys? Good to see y'all.
Look,
Could
I
be
did the
sleepy
same
and going to bed, but want to show support. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Love the show today. Y'all did great. Everybody check out Carnival Cruise Addicts if you're already sub. They do a lot of good stuff over there. If anybody that's a mod or they want to drop their link in there, that would be awesome. But make sure you get over there and sub them up. And we really do appreciate the support over here, guys. Appreciate it. Much thanks again. What were you saying there, Friction? I'm sorry.
No, I do the same thing with Controversial Cruising and Carnival Cruise because it's the CCs.
Right, the CC, it always gets me every time. But yeah, they got a good show. They do a lot of cool stuff over there. A lot of good cruising content if you like cruising, which I do. I didn't know that I would, but I do. Oh, there you go. Friction dropped it right there. Yeah,
that link is for Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Yeah, if everybody go over there and sub them up, check them out, show them some love, that would be appreciated. All right, next game coming up right now. So let's see what happens. Who plays Ethan Hunt in the Mission Impossible film series? 1, Tom Cruise, 2, Sean Connery, 3, Pierce Brosnan, or 4, Johnny Depp? I'm assuming this is pretty easy.
Yeah, see, this one I think I felt like was pretty easy, but at the same time, the movie Mission Impossible, to me, I had no idea what Tom Cruise's character was named.
Well, me neither. I don't think I ever watched a whole one of those. Hey, what's up, Wendy B?
I don't think I did either. It's like, oh, surely this will be easy enough for everybody to get.
Yeah. We got Anasty in here too. Good to see Anasty. Everybody, do make sure you are streaming live. I see some answers coming in late. Wanda E, you too.
Yeah, Wanda.
All
right, the 2002 film 28 Days Later is mainly set in which European country? 1, United Kingdom, 2, Italy, 3, Germany, or 4, France?
You know, there's another movie called 28 Days Later or something about, who does it have in it? It's like
Sandra Bullock or something?
Yeah, recovering alcoholic or something. I remember the first time I heard 28 Days Later, great movie, blah, blah, blah. A zombie movie, I was like, oh, that's cool. I got like 20 minutes into this movie about some alcoholic lady. And I'm finally realizing what
was a bullfrog.
Right. I'm like, I'm watching a damn movie.
Oh, it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it was 28 days.
Yeah, 28 days, not later.
Yeah. I was sitting there watching this movie. I'm like, where are the damn zombies at? All right. In the film John Wick, why does John Wick get out of retirement? 1, his puppy was killed. 2, he was punched in the face. 3, he needs money. Or 4, he got mugged. I do know this one.
I was going to say, I figured that this would be a female question. I actually didn't know the answer to this one. I've not watched the John Wick series. But I've heard the ladies are into it.
I saw the first one. That was it. Not real into, movies like that.
Looks like all the ladies are in the chat, and all the guys know who to follow.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I can't say, I don't think I even watched the whole thing, but I saw the beginning when it was something about his dog, and he got all mad and was in some shitty apartment.
All right, in which 1955 film does Frank Sinatra play Nathan Detroit? 1, High Society, 2, Guys and Dolls, 3, From Here to Eternity, or 4, Anchors Away?
See, I like this, like 3 easy questions. Now you're going back to 55 Frank Sinatra. I like it. Mixing it up a little bit.
Well, this is the one where he took the woman on a bet to Havana, and it ended up being a little bit more than he was bargaining for.
Yeah. Good job. Everybody doing good there.
82% of you guys got it right with Guys and Dolls. Good job.
See, maybe I can change the song. All right, here we go. What was Marilyn Monroe's character's first name in the film Some Like It Hot? 1, Sugar, 2, Honey, 3, Caramel, or 4, Candy? I like caramel in there. Caramel. Or do you say
Coffee.
caramel or do you say caramel?
Caramel and chocolate.
Okay. Now, do you say? Never mind.
Shut up.
All right.
B-Bean and Annecy. Good job, y'all. Y'all know that, or no, I think the saying is that honey is sweeter than sugar, isn't it? In what year did Clint Eastwood star as Inspector Harry Callahan in the film Dirty Harry? 1, 1983, 2, 1975, 3, 1971, or 4, 1969?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Probably 75. Could be 71, though. It is early, I know that. Vapion's saying 71, so I'm going to go with that then.
Let's say if Vapion puts in his answer and he feels like he's sure about it, I would go ahead and copy off of him. He seems to be a smart one when it comes to these old films. But yeah, 77% of you guys got it right with 1971. Good job, you guys.
That's a good movie. I always love those. All right, here we go in the 1994 movie Speed. What is the minimum speed the bus must go to prevent the bomb from exploding? 170, 260, 350, or 440?
I actually saw a bad stand-up skit recently that they were talking about this. And the references that they were pulling out were very old school and bad. But
What's up, Gutters Pub? Because you already said 75. Yeah, fine, Gutters. I'll take the L. All right, 50 miles an hour. I don't think I ever watched this whole movie either.
what?
Yeah, kind of bored me.
That was back when Sandra Bullock, before she had like work done to her face, and I thought she was really pretty. So I used to just like watching her that while you were sleeping. Darth Vader's famous reveal to Luke is iconic, but which of these is the right one? 1, you're wrong, I am your father. 2, the truth is that I am your father. 3, no, I am your father. Or 4, Luke, I am your father. It is true.
I have no idea. Yeah, Sandra Bullock, she's got a really big head. They always called her, they had her nicknamed on film sets, Big Head Bullock.
Wow. Maybe because she's really tiny body or something? I don't know.
Well, a lot of actors now, they have big heads. It's like better, like it looks better on the screen. So you know how things look different in film as it does, you know what I mean, in real life? All right, here we go. Which actor and martial artist starred as Colonel Guile in the 1994 action film adaptation of Street Fighter? 1, Steven Seagal. 2, Jean-Claude Van Damme. 3, Jackie Chan. Or 4, Chuck Norris.
Oh my gosh, you guys are making me insecure. I'm starting to feel like I have a big head and a big Adam's apple and a big nose.
Big hands, don't forget about that.
And big hands and big feet. And big kneecaps.
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Boy, what an 80s action star he was.
That's funny. This is one of those questions that will just popped up in there. And I was just like, let me just throw in Jackie Chan instead of some of these other ones. What did Alfred Hitchcock use as blood in the film Psycho? 1, red food coloring. 2, ketchup. 3, corn syrup. Or 4, chocolate syrup. Yeah, my sister will even vouch for me that when I actually officially met my cut or my nephew by marriage, that has been a part of our family for the past over 12 years. I told him, you know, even though you're this much taller than me, I said, I need a man that has bigger hands than me. And that's why I married my husband. And I put my hands up beside him and my hands were bigger than his.
There you go.
And he was probably 6'2".
Oh, good.
Yeah. Makes me feel like a freak.
All right, what is the oldest Disney film? 1, Snow White. 2, Pinocchio. 3, Fantasia. Or 4, Dumbo?
Dang it, I thought I got rid of this one.
So, Go Pat says that's the same thing the WWE used as blood. John Cena sucks. Yeah, I'm more of a Dusty Rhodes guy. I always liked Hulk Hogan too. He was cool. Dusty Rhodes, he was cool. The Iron Sheik, man, he was funny. It pissed everybody off.
Dang, that's a lot of mixed answers right there.
Yep, it was Snow White though.
I agree, Reptile. All right. In order to cut costs, what were most of the extras of Mad Max in 1979 paid with? 1, they weren't paid. 2, food stamps. 3, fast food. 4, beer.
I know this one. Cheers, mate. That's another great movie, that original Mad Max. I mean, most of them are good. The Road Warrior, great movie. Thunderdome, pretty good. It got a little cheesy there with Tina Turner. Not a huge fan of the newer ones, though.
I haven't seen them. I should have put cigarettes in as one of the answers.
Yeah, that original Mad Max, that's a great movie. All right, here we go. In the movie Spaceballs, what are Spaceballs attempting to steal from planet Druidia? 1, the Schwartz. 2, Princess Lone Star. 3, meatballs. Or 4, air. They have that big thing that opens up and with a vacuum cleaner. Freaking awesome. This is a great movie, Spaceballs. What does their bumper sticker say? It says, "We break for Uranus." Or "I break for Uranus" on the back of back of Lone Star's Winnebago. There we go. Vapion coming in first, of course.
But I enjoyed going out to California a week ago because there were several bumper stickers that caught my eye, and one of the funny ones was "My dog is gay." Before getting the shotgun, what did the hobo and hobo with a shotgun want to purchase? 1, a suit. 2, a revolver. 3, a lawnmower. Or 4, a guitar.
There you go. Hey, what's up, P Digits? Good to see you, brother. Hey, make sure I was going through my emails earlier and I saw an email from you, so I hooked you up there, brother. So make sure you check all your stuff, P Digits. Good to see you too, man.
Dude, this is a question that was put into the round that I decided to keep because it was so far-fetched to me. I didn't think that anybody had ever seen this movie. But how many of you guys just guessed that? How many of you guys have actually seen this movie? Because this is a super duper bad low budget film.
I've never seen it. All right, what was Bruce Campbell's evil hand by the end of Evil Dead 2? 1, a machine gun. 2, a machete. 3, a harmonica. Or 4, a chainsaw. I love this movie.
Oh gosh, what was the other name of the movie?
Which one? With Bruce Campbell? Oh, you're muted.
No, there was another crappy movie that my ex-father-in-law, I guess now, or ex-stepfather-in-law, he had said to go and watch this movie as well as Hobo with a Shotgun. And after watching Hobo with a Shotgun, we decided that we were not going to watch the second movie. I think it was called Rubber. And it's about a tire that becomes a psychopathic tire and starts killing people because he gets in a jealous rage.
I've seen that. I have seen that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's that weird tire just rolling around killing people. Yes, I have seen it. It was the worst movie in the world. I have seen that. Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, after watching Hobo with a Shotgun, I was like, I'm not going to watch Rubber or whatever the freaking hell it's called.
Yeah, I have seen that. It was absolutely a horrible movie, but I don't even know why I watched it. But all right, so coming in first place, we got Matt Dummett, followed by Daphne, and then Vapion after that. Then we have Barry Wilson, Dolphin in there, Pat Pfeiffer, Mishka, Yoda T, Baker, B Bean, Britt F, Go Pats 99. We got Timber Traveler in there, Anasty, Godless, Kevin Sheely, Dozer the Maven, Cockaboose Conductor, and the 11 other people who didn't make the board. But we got more games coming for you, so don't give up.
All right, Sky Fox.
All righty then. So it was hashtag 40 FORTY. If you haven't put that in there already, go on ahead and do it. So if you're just now coming in here, please make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit hashtag 40. And I'm going to go on ahead and end this one game. And let me find us another one. And how many times do you want me to spin this thing, Friction?
Go ahead and spin it 4 times.
All right. I like it. Hashtag 40 FORTY. We'll add some more names up there to that wheel. The Wheel of Fun.
And I'm just now noticing names popping up like Heaven Bound, P Digits, Jeff. Good to see y'all.
All right, we got one here called General Trivia. Let's see what this is all about. I don't know. I put the questions in. Let's see what this is about.
I'm glad that you enjoy it, Pat, even if you are sick. It's supposed to cheer you up.
Yeah, we have fun doing these trivia nights every Sunday night. Been doing it for a long time. And we always go back and reminisce about your old whiteboard, but boy, it sure is nice to have this program now.
I still, for like a throwback night, I think it'd be fun to do some whiteboard type stuff.
Hey, you're the one with the whiteboard. You got to do all the work.
Do like some sort of like hangman.
Yeah. All right, you got Yoda T, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. Spin it again. Let's see more names. Get up on there. Hashtag 40 if you haven't put it in there already. Who do we got? We got Andy Heinrich going up on there. All right, Andy, good job.
Yeah, Anonymous.
And I've got the next game rolling already. So who's it going to be here? We got Wendy B. Wendy B. Good job, Wendy B.
Wendy B from Maisie.
And we got one more going right here. We'll add one more. And who's it going to be? Dozer. All right, let's get Dozer on there. I love Dozer's picture of his dog, too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put some updated pictures of my puppy because she's like literally grown twice her size in the past month and a half.
All right, so now is the perfect time. If you make sure you refresh your stream, make sure you are streaming live. Special announcement here. If you are listening over on X, we appreciate you being there. If you would like to play along, you do have to come to YouTube, though, because that's the only place the chat works. So the link to the YouTube is right there in the thread of the whatever the hell you call it. Just go, you'll see it. Go to our page. It's underneath whatever you're watching right now in the comments on X. I don't know how you call that stuff. It's like I've been on X for a long time, but I still don't know the right lingo, the X lingo.
Link?
The what now?
Link?
The lingo.
I know, but you're talking about the lingo for the link name or something, right?
Yeah, but what is it called? It's not a comment. Is it a comment on X? It's not really a comment because it's like a post and you can, so there's like a post saying.
Like a hashtag?
No, that's what I'm saying. See, so yeah.
See, our 39 is a little bit older than the younger one's 39, so we don't have to keep up with these types of things.
I guess not, but it's in there. It's in there. Hey, P Digits, you did see or hear what I said earlier. So yeah, check your Cash App, P Digits. Post description is what Gutters calls it. I don't know. Oh, look at that! Already started. All right, which Dickens novel features the Artful Dodger? Is that 1, Oliver Twist, 2, Nicholas Nickleby, 3, Great Expectations, or 4, David Copperfield? Yeah, Lynette Exing. The Artful Dodger. I don't know, P. Digits, are they? They voting for governor tomorrow? I have no idea. I don't keep up with Canadian politics. Whoa, bless you. Bless you.
I'm sorry.
Are you all right?
I've been telling you, I've been trying not to sniff the pollen, but sometimes it just blows right up my nose.
Right there. Yeah, everybody's telling you bless you in the chat and stuff like that. So.
And everybody knows that one, the Oliver Twist.
Yep, there you go. All right, next question coming at you now.
Which type of rock is created by intense heat and pressure? 1, sedimentary, 2, metamorphic, 3, igneous, or 4, diamond?
You know this one, right?
Of course.
All right. Of course, she says. Of course.
Which, don't ever buy me one of these because the chances are I'm going to lose it. Oh, shit, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no. You know what? I thought about that wrong because I saw so many answers coming in.
Yep, a metamorphic rock.
Yeah, which, talking about like a diamond isn't a rock, is it? Yes, erectile dysfunction.
All right, here we go. What Mormon university is found in Provo, Utah? 1, Utah State. 2, Polygamy State. 3, Notre Dame. Or 4, Brigham Young.
I don't know. I wasn't looking up at what you were saying, and I thought you said Brigham Young.
No, Brigham.
That sounds like the Mormon state.
Hey, what's up, Roll the Dice? Good to see you.
I think Polygamy State.
Look at that. 3 people went for it. Yeah, good job, Godless Baker and Roll the Dice. And there with Polygamy.
Yeah, Godless Baker, Roll the Dice. That seems to be the most reasonable answer.
That's pretty funny. Cheers, Roll Tide. All right, there you go.
Which of the 5 senses are you most likely to lose if hit by lightning? 1, taste, 2, smell, 3, sight, or 4, hearing? It's gotta be 1, right? Or your hearing. Look at that. Looks like a little less than half of you guys got it right with hearing. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But have you ever been electrically shocked and had like your hearing affected by it, fools?
Do what now? I couldn't hear you.
Have you ever been electrically shocked and had your hearing affected by it?
No. All right, how many U.S. Marines raised the flag over Iwo Jima? 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5, or 4, 4? I did. I told you about getting shocked. Was that last week or the week? Did I tell you about that?
No.
You know, I had the Mrs. Fool's been giving me hell. When we repainted upstairs, I've yet to put one of the switch covers back on. You know, one of those like 3 switch covers. You know, and it's been one of those funny things where I'm gonna do it. You know, bought new ones and blah blah, and I just haven't done it. Well, I was about to go down the stairs the other night, and I was like in a hurry, and I went to flick that switch off and stuck my hand inside that thing. It lit me up. It was funny as hell. I mean, I laughed. I was like, God Almighty. But yeah, so I need to change it. Now I'm getting shocked.
Well, be glad that you don't have something that's so all right. Which Apollo mission was the first one to land on the moon? 1, Apollo 9, 2, Apollo 13, 3, Apollo 11, or 4, Apollo 10? I have this house that I live in is so old, and the guy did so many crazy things with the electrical and the wiring around here that I constantly have an issue. Like a burning outlet that I'm like, hey, something smells funny. And next thing you know, I have popping coming out from one of my outlets. But I regularly have things like that one over there between the pool cues on the left-hand side. That has absolutely no cover platelet over it. And I just deal with that constantly.
It's not good if you hear popping inside your walls, though, Friction.
Oh yeah, no, I usually always replace those outlets.
Beer Backroads is none of the above. All right, what two suits are the one-eyed jacks in a deck of cards? One's hearts and spades, two hearts and diamonds, three hearts and clubs, or four diamonds and clubs?
Yeah, I would say the worst one was in the kitchen, but it also wasn't a GFCI outlet, and it was, I don't know, not even a foot from my sink, my kitchen
I hate
sink.
those GFCIs. I hate those damn things.
At the same time, though, like there is a safety reason why those are there, and this thing would not cut off because it wasn't a GFCI. Didn't have a GFCI on the whole line, and yeah, it was literally popping out sparks one day. And if we hadn't been home that day, it would have been bad.
That's awesome. Are you running off a fuse box or a breaker box?
A breaker box.
Oh, wow.
What's the biggest island in New York State? 1, Staten Island, 2, Manhattan Island, 3, Long Island, or 4, Ellis Island? Or 5, Epstein Island?
That's not in New York.
Where is it again?
It's out in the Caribbean.
Oh. I guess they just go from New York to the Caribbean.
Yeah. You think they're ever going to release those names or anything? It's like, come on.
Right.
We need to see that. They need to go on ahead and, let us know. Yeah, B-Bean, I kind of agree. I'm almost inclined to believe the guy's still alive. But he was a CIA or something.
It's all a plot.
Well, it's like you see all these CIA things, just getting information on all these people. I mean, that's why they can't release a lot of the names is, Jesus Christ. It's going to be like, Saudi Arabian princes and kings and, all this shit will be on there. All right, who was the host of Night Gallery? 1, Vic Perrin, 2, Rod Sterling, 3, Elvira, or 4, Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah, when you start looking at, the world leaders that, and that'll be implicated in these things, that could cause huge, which I think go for it, burn it down, we should know, but.
What? Who's talking? So I just saw somebody talking about farting too hard in the comments.
Well, I don't know. I missed that one.
I definitely saw somebody just say somebody farted too hard.
Yeah, Beer and Back Road Night Gallery was great. I love Night Gallery. Yeah, BB and Elvira did have big eyes. Elvira. She was awesome.
All right, what is the simplest gem in chemical composition? 1, sapphire, 2, ruby, 3, emerald, or 4, diamond?
The simplest gem in chemical composition. Just so happened to be the most expensive one, too.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that this one is one that I do know, and it is the diamond. It's just that it takes a long time to get there. Yeah, this is one of those things that you never want to buy me because I'm going to lose them. My engagement ring, I still have the metal for it. You
lost the diamond out of your engagement ring?
Yeah, but I told him I didn't need anything big and special and fancy because, he was graduating from college and I was working a waitressing job. So it's like, don't get anything big and fancy. And it's like, I'm glad that you didn't.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure he is too. How many tentacles does a squid have? 1, 8, 2, 6, 3, 12, or 4, 10? You know what? The thing I like is when you see these people go get these diamond rings, but it's like about the size or something, and they get these huge gaudy ones that look like the light shines on them and you can just see like the discoloration and the, just because they wanted some big, so the quality is shit,
yeah, you get like an E or a F or GHI, whatever, instead of a B, C, D or whatever the hell it is, which I don't even read much into that, but I definitely like when somebody tells me, oh yeah, this is a real diamond, I'm like, yeah, that's real. Even though I'm not big into diamonds, I'm like, I can tell the low quality, and that's why I always want something smaller that looks perfectly clear.
Right, yeah, you want the quality over, But, people will go and they'll get this big gaudy, 3-carat thing, and it's like the horrible quality. It's like stupid.
All right, Keith Moon played drums in which band? 1, The Who, 2, Rush, 3, Pink Floyd, or 4, Led Zeppelin? And also, another thing is the smaller the diamond that you get in the setting, it's almost a fact that for a woman like me that uses her hands outside all the time, I'm working with work gloves constantly, it's better to have a smaller stone in a really tight setting than have a bigger stone, because no matter how tight your setting is, there's a bigger chance that you're going to lose that huge stone because it can't keep all that in, and you're going to be paying for that lower quality diamond that's gigantic, and it's going to get lost.
Look, Lynette says you are the prettiest tomboy there is.
Oh, thanks, sis.
All right, here we go. Which moon is the only satellite in our solar system to possess a dense atmosphere? 1, Titan, 2, Miranda, 3, Europa, or 4, Callisto? Check Europa.
That is so sweet that my sister would say that about me.
Oh, you're flattered now, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't feel very pretty these days. I actually was just looking at myself on cam and I was like, gosh, I accidentally put on some blush. And I wasn't paying attention to how much blush I put on my brush before I came on. And I looked over at my husband and I was like, oh my gosh, I look crazy. And then when I got on cam, I was like, oh my gosh, I look all bright and shiny.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing, though.
But I don't really feel very pretty and girly that often, so...
But where do you get that?
He told me I was the prettiest Tom girl. Who founded the People's Temple Commune? 1, Marshall Applewhite. 2, Jim Jones. 3, David Koresh. Or 3, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh.
Most people are going to get this one. Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid man busting through the door. Yeah, David Koresh, come on, guys. That was the Branch Davidians. Jim Jones was the People's Temple Commune. Kool-Aid man. Imagine being dumb enough to go to something and they're like, all right, we're going to mix all this up. We're going to have mass suicide. Everybody's like, it sounds like a great idea. I'd be like, I didn't quite sign up for this.
Where was that? Was that
South America, somewhere. Where was it? It was in... Okay,
I was going to say, but wasn't it like an island thing or something?
Maybe. It was somewhere down. Somebody in the chat probably knows. All right, what treaty did Hitler break in 1935? 1, the Treaty of Versailles. 2, the Treaty of Paris. 3, the Treaty of Amsterdam. Or 4, the Geneva Conventions. Are you looking that up or no?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Somebody put R.I.P. Chip Jones in the chat. Oh, Guyana.
I don't think you fooled anybody with this one.
No.
I thought you were asking me if I was looking this one up.
No, I was talking about Jim Jones.
No, which I actually...
Yeah, that'd be South America, I guess, right? French Guiana. All right.
What is 70% of 70? 159, 256, 355, or 449?
Roll Tide says he's so fat he'd be confused for the Kool-Aid man if he was red. Or wore red. You can dress up as that for Halloween. %70 of 70. Look at that. 96% getting that right. 49. Great mathematicians up in here. Yeah, basically godless. 7 times 7. Oh, our deer are outside. I fed the deer. I see all the motion lights coming out outside. Yeah, beer and backgrounds. I always liked the Kool-Aid Man too. He was pretty cool. Oh yeah, busting through the wall. All right, which is the most abundant element in the universe? 1, oxygen, 2, lithium, 3, hydrogen, or 4, helium? What are you looking up? You got me curious. What the hell's going on?
I'm trying to look up where the Jim Jones thing was now.
It was in Guyana. There you go. Hydrogen. Good job, everybody. Most everybody. 93%.
I guess if you, yeah, all right.
You got to figure it out. Can you give us an update?
Oh no, I was looking at your question now.
Oh, okay.
Making sure that you're right.
So how's that chair holding up? Holding up good?
Oh yeah, it's doing really good.
All right, cool.
Which constellation contains the center of the Milky Way? 1, Scorpius, 2, Sagittarius, 3, Ophiuchus, or 4, Capricornus?
Oh, Fiucus.
Ophiuchus. Is that how it's spelled?
What's that?
Ophiuchus?
Yeah, I'm sure it's, it's one of those Latin or Greek or, yeah, you know what I mean. It goes way back, I'm sure.
I was about to pronounce that all sorts of whack.
Yeah, basically the answer was the only one that everybody can pronounce.
Those are the Sagittariuses there, right? Come on, you guys are a Sagittarius, and you know it, right?
All right, so B Beans telling you again. Friction. It was Jonestown, Guyana. All right, here we go. What nuts are used in marzipan? Would it be 1, walnuts, 2, peanuts, 3, cashews, or 4, almonds? Roll times. Capricorn. Very Sagittarius and missed it. I don't know what any of those things. I know I'm the fish. What is it? Pisces. I know
Pisces.
I'm that, but I don't really know what any of that means.
That you're very emotional.
But that's not true.
And you have emotional instability going on in your life.
See, that's not true. I've never understood people.
And you don't know how to make a decision. I'm just saying because you're the same one as my daughter. No, I really have no idea. I don't follow what the zodiac signs. What was the first webcam used to monitor? 1, stock market, 2, coffee pot, 3, casino, or 4, bald eagle eggs? Okay, and actually, so let me just share this with you fools, that you are a water sign known for your strong emotions, creativity, and intuition.
All right, well, there we go. So I have strong emotions.
Yeah, and the 2 fishes represent symbolizing the duality and adaptability of the sign. Okay. Whatever the fuck that means.
Yep, exactly. Makes me feel better about myself, though.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, well, let's see who do you think won this one? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Roll Tide 99. Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Right. And Beer and Backroads coming in second place. Good job. Vapion coming in third. Then we had the Maven, followed by Anasty, Kevin Sheely, Cockaboose Conductor. We got Dolphin in there. Godless, Britt F, Daphne Pride. We got James Thompson, E, Reptile Dysfunction, Wanda E, Pat Pfeiffer, Timber Traveler, Mishka in there, P Digits, Matt Dummett. Any other people didn't make the board, but we got more chances. Yeah, and it's hashtag 40. If you're just now coming in, you haven't put that in there yet. Hashtag 40, FORTY. Get that in there. That is a free ways to get up onto the wheel.
Skybox.
All right, so let me go ahead and hit stop on this. How many times do you want me to spin this thing?
Go ahead and spin it 4 times again.
All right, I like it. And I'll find us another fun game.
Which I'm just going to keep veering backwards the way that I've spelled it. Because I keep spelling it Bakroads. I'm spelled it that way every time that I put it in tonight. So I'm just going to keep it that way. Go Pats.
All right, so you got one here called, let's see, it is called IMDb 100 Greatest Movies. So let's do that.
Let's do it.
And all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start bringing that one up. I just spun out who we got. Go Pats. And I'll start bringing up next game. A lot of movie stuff tonight. I've got one that's movie posters coming up, and I think that one will actually be kind of fun.
Erectile dysfunction.
Job, E-Reptile. Hit save on here.
I'll have to find you a green pill for that.
A green pill.
Yeah. Most reptiles have more of a green or brown color.
All right, I got the game rolling, so we good to go. The Maven. Let's get the Maven up on there. Good to see you too, Maven. I like Maven. She's a sweet lady.
She is.
And Jeff N. Good to see you, Jeff N. Don't think we even saw you come in there. So good to see you, Jeff. All right, so we have IMDb movie trivia. I have no idea what this is. Friction, are these easy or hard?
Some are going to be easier, some are going to be harder. I don't know what Timber Traveler's talking about. Taxi.
Yeah, they're already guessing movies. IMDb guess best movies. Hey, I'm gonna use the porch real fast. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, go use that porch. Too bad I don't have a webcam off the back of that porch to catch what's going on back there. Yeah, good luck, you guys. See, I miss these days of you guys having to actually type out the answer instead of just typing in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, Lord, I miss those days. Yeah, he is going to pee off that back porch. But it's a good thing that there's no old ladies on the bottom side of that back porch. We're just going to be grateful for that no ladies have to suffer tonight. Because when he's cold, he doesn't care. We won't tell him that, though. Shh.
Now, Friction, you remember me telling you about Mrs. Fools going out there to, thought she heard puppies outside a couple weeks ago and was out there trying to get them, and it turned out they were baby fox. Last night, I walked outside and I saw Mama Fox. It was really cool. Went running across the yard. It was cool. All right, here we go. Which of these did not win a Best Picture Oscar? 1, Taxi Driver. 2, Rocky. 3, Kramer versus Kramer. Or 4, Crash? I'm going to guess not what everybody else is writing. I'm going to guess Taxi Driver, but I'm not sure. I know Rocky did. Kramer versus Kramer did. So it's either Crash or Taxi Driver, but Taxi Driver seems like the, you know, like you would have thought it would have. So I'm going to go with that. Ooh, look at that.
Look at you, Gutters. On the wheel.
Gutters going up on the wheel. Good job, Gutters.
Good job, Gutters.
Hey, what's up, Storybook Doll? Good to see you.
All right, next one coming at you. Which of these individuals is not among the 3 biological sons of Don Corleone in the film The Godfather? 1, Tommaso. 2, Santino. 3, Michael. Or 4, Federico?
Ooh, that's a good one.
My husband asked me this, and I immediately had the answer for him. Oh, ooh.
I like the video he put on there. Did he put these pictures in? Look at that.
Oh, look at that. I get to go on the wheel.
Friction going on the wheel.
I knew this one and nobody did? Wow.
No, that's why I said it was tough. Hey, what's up, Genocide? Good to see you, Genocide. Genocide, we got a round coming up here in a minute, too. We've had a lot of movies tonight, but we got a movie poster one I think you'll like. All right, the movie Jaws won 3 Oscar awards. Which of these did the movie not win? 1 Best Sound, 2 Best Picture, 3 Best Original Score, or 4 Best Film Editing? Ooh, I don't know.
I like how you said that. The movie Jaws won 3 Oscar awards.
Right, I started to like read ahead of myself there for a second. You know, sometimes you read ahead. You know, you're already like 2 words.
Yeah, and you see the the capitalization. You're just like, oh.
What's up, Connor Stallions? Good to see you. Oh, it didn't win Best Picture.
Which I was even thinking Best Sound, but then he's like they had the most famous sound. They created that. In the movie Apocalypse Now, Captain Benjamin L. Willard, played by Martin Sheen, served in what branch of the military? 1 Space Force, 2 Navy, 3 Marines, or 4 Army?
Please be Space Force. Please be Space Force. Space Force. I love Space Force. If I was young, I'd join Space Force. Hey, Twisted R, good to see you. Space Force is going to be huge.
Yeah, got the husband a shirt that has like a Donald Trump, that it's a cartoon Donald Trump kind of looking halfway, and he's like, Space Force, and every time that he gets into a work meeting, he's like, oh shit, I gotta take off this shirt real quick.
Right. All right, name the only one of these Westerns to win any Oscar awards. 1, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. 2, Once Upon a Time in the West. 3, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. 4, A Fistful of Dollars. Ooh, which one would have won an Academy Award? I'm going to guess Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. It's hard to imagine you put...
Not the...
Is it Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
No.
Yeah, there we go. Butch Cassidy. I say those Sergio... I mean, of all those, I think probably Once Upon a Time in the West is... I don't know. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a good movie. And The Fistful of Dollars, I don't think that was a Sergio Leone. I don't think. But good movies. All of them good movies. But I love Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
All right, in the movie Forrest Gump, where is Forrest sitting as he tells his life story? 1, Savannah, Georgia. 2, Montgomery, Alabama. 3, Mobile, Alabama. Or 4, Greenbow, Alabama?
Do you love how when everybody who goes here has to like find that bench, that he was sitting at filming or probably not as much anymore, but right after that movie, it was like, I remember being there and there was like a line for people to sit there and have their picture made where Forrest Gump was sitting in that movie.
If only I had known this beforehand. I've been here several times, and I've never seen the bench.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Like right after the movie, it was like people would line up to take pictures on that bench in Savannah.
I have to look up where it is because I am the true genie to Forrest Gump.
There you go. All right, this actor is the only cast member to receive an Oscar nomination for the films of The Lord of the Rings. 1, Viggo Mortensen. 2, Sir Ian McKellen, sir. 3, Sean Astin, Rudy. Or 4, Elijah Wood. Sean Astin. He was always kind of such like a little, I don't know, whiny 80s actor, 90s actor. I don't know. Wasn't he in like the movie, what was the one where they take over the like the military school? Yeah, he was in that. What the hell was that called? Taps. I think it was Taps. They take over the school. I don't know. He was in a bunch of those cheesy movies. Rudy, of course.
I know one that I did like him in for some dumb reason was Encino Man. Oh, This actor did not have a role in the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. 1, Kirk Douglas. 2, Jack Nicholson. 3, Danny DeVito. Or 4, Christopher Lloyd.
Well, this one's easy.
Did you see that channel?
I love Christopher Lloyd in that movie. It's Danny DeVito, too. He's Martini. Martini was his name in the movie. Danny DeVito. I love when he takes him on that, like on the field trip, the outing. He gets them all out, and they go sailing and on the boat, and they go to the baseball game. If somebody didn't get a give me a goddamn wiener. Right? That's how I feel a lot of time on YouTube. Like I'm on that outing. When you go into some of these places, everybody's fucking insane. You're like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm that guy.
I've been there in many places.
Mm-hmm. All right, the movie Pulp Fiction only won a single Oscar. What was the award? 1, Best Supporting Actor. 2, Best Original Screenplay. 3, Best Director. Or 4, Best Actor. I don't know. Probably Best Original Screenplay. Yeah, look at that. Ding, ding.
Lucky guess.
Well, I just didn't think the other ones seemed right. I don't think Tarantino's ever got a Best Director, has he?
I don't think he has either.
All right, E.T. the Extraterrestrial was nominated for Best Picture at the 55th Academy Award, but didn't win. Which film did? 1, Tootsie. 2, Terms of Endearment. 3, Gandhi. 4, Chariots of Fire. 80, 50, what year would that be? I'm going to guess Chariots of Fire. Be about the same time. Although I don't know. That Chariots of Fire might have been earlier. I don't know. I like when you do some of these, though, because then I can actually sit here and guess. It's fun. Oh, Gandhi. Ooh, wow. The movie was so boring.
That's funny,
Very
Gutter.
fun.
I know so many people that actually hate E.T. They think it is such a horrible movie. I'm like, really?
I hated it when I was a kid. I went to the theater and saw it. Holy fucking shit.
There you go,
Pub.
Gutters.
Jesus Christ, we got Gutters Pub coming in first place. Holy cow. Followed by Vapion, and we had Barry Wilson after that, and then we had Britt F., Matt Dummett, Kevin Sheely, The Maven, Timber Traveler, Dozer, Connor Stallions, Dolphin, Pat Pfeiffer, Mishka, Genocide, Katie Walker. What's up, Katie? Didn't even see you come in. Good to see you, Katie. Twisted R in there. This is me, Wendy B of Arizona. Reptile Dysfunction, James Thompson, and the other people didn't make the leaderboard, but we do have a couple more fun rounds coming at you.
Sky Fox.
All right. And it is hashtag 40, F-O-R-T-Y. So if you haven't put hashtag 40 in, that is our hashtag of the night. So get that in there. I think we got 2 more rounds of trivia, so lots more fun to be had. And how many times do you want me to spin this thing, Friction?
Let's see. What do we got right here? Go ahead and spin it 4 times.
All right. And I'll start bringing up the next game. Here we go. So we did that one, that one, that one. Let's do movie posters. Then we got What Belongs. We'll do movie posters.
Genocide.
Genocide. Let's get her up there. What's up, Bulldog JC? Good to see you too. Sync. Give me 1 second. And I'll jump on up here. Spin this thing again.
I will say that all of the questions that we put out there, the answers, we put in fake answers as well as the real answer, but they are all mixed up randomly through AI or whatever. Like, we don't pick if first place is going to be the winner or second place, or, the second answer is going to be the winner.
Yeah, we don't put 1, 2, 3, or 4. It does that for us. We put them in. We have no idea. What's up, Wes Robinson? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Wes. All right, so I got 2 more times. Hashtag 40, F-O-R-T-Y. Put that in if you haven't already. We'll keep adding more names to our wheel. And we have, this round is movie posters. Then we have the ever so loved What Belongs to end out the night. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start on this. Connor Stallion's on there. Good job, Connor. And we got Britt F. Let's get Britt F up there as well. Britt.
You learn the rules of the game, and you get your chance to have your name on the wheel.
All right, so as movie posters, you're going to see a poster from a famous movie, and pretty self-explanatory. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What movie was it? So everybody, do make sure you are streaming live. Hit the refresh button. Do whatever you got to do. Just make sure you're live. Otherwise, you got no chance of winning. Please make sure you have hit the thumbs up button as well. It does help the stream get out there to other wonderful people just like yourself.
All right, Phil, take over for just a second. I'm going to use the little girl's room.
All right, I got it. Yeah, so we do appreciate everybody being here, though, tonight. Every Sunday night, we know this is a fun place to be. So we do like everybody being here. What's up, Jimmy Boyles? Good to see you, Jimmy Boyles. No, Vapion, they're not all horror movies. I just randomly, I typed in them. I didn't even realize when I put this on that it was all horror movies till after. I typed in, movie poster collage, and this is what I saw. Hey, look at that. Gutters Pub gifting out a membership there. Thank you, Gutters. Who got it? We got, look at that. Storybook Doll getting that membership. Thank you very much, Gutters. That's awesome. We love people becoming members over here. It helps us out a lot. Yeah, thanks, Gutters. And congratulations there, Storybook. All right, movie posters. Here you go. Coming at you right now. All right, so what movie is this? 1, Thelma and Louise. 2, Ghost. 3, Fatal Attraction. Or 4, A Fish Called Wanda. Not Wanda E. Yeah, these should be pretty fun. A lot of them are easy. There's a few tricky ones, but looks like most people coming in with the right answer there. Yeah, B. Bean, R.I.P., Thelma and Louise. If only Brad Pitt had stayed in the car. %. There you go. It's easy as that. Thelma and Louise. So good job. 100% of you getting that right. All right. So, yeah, I hope everybody can see these good enough and all that kind of jazz. All right, Friction, you're back with us now. Look at that. Hope you can hear us.
Yeah.
All right, everybody stop talking about Friction now in the chat.
Don't make me flip out in a jealous rage. All right. 1, Risky Business. 2, Footloose. 3, Flashdance. Or 4, Dirty Dancing.
Well, it was sad that all that went down with Patrick Swayze. Because, everything you hear about him, people who know, I've know a lot of people who have worked with him and stuff like that. And everybody always said what a good guy he was and just such a nice person.
You're just talking about him passing, right? Nobody said, okay. I was going to say, did somebody say something crazy about him?
No. I just said it just sucks. You know what I mean? It's always seems like nice people have such horrible, demises.
Like, I think Val Kilmer was another person that everybody said he was really kind, gentle person, good actor, and
yeah, he was a great actor.
Like his, that throat cancer ended up just.
Yeah, he had some weird thing. Yeah, it just totally wrecked him. And that was sad too.
Not like Jerry Springer. We all knew it was coming.
All right, movie. 1, The Wild Bunch. 2, Rebel Without a Cause. 3, Bugsy Malone. Or 4, Bonnie and Clyde. See, Vapion, what do you think of this? It's kind of cool, huh? like it too. Somebody, finding these pictures was kind of hard. I had to go on like to a database of where people have removed the things, like where it says the name on there. Yeah, some of these are really easy. Some are kind of hard.
That guy had the boy count of 1,000 plus.
Yeah, I didn't know how to read that one. I'm just gonna skip over that comment, BB. Yeah, Vapion, I know it is. I thought you would like it. Tonight's right up your alley with movie trivia.
Sorry. All right. 1. Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? 2. The Graduate. 3. Catch-22 or 4. Carnal Knowledge. Sorry. Oh.
Damn it, I just realized I was muted. I hate to sit there talking and realize you're muted. Holy cow. God bless you. So you were the one coming on here talking about allergies at the beginning of the show, and now you're sneezing.
I know. I was going to say, it's funny because I feel completely fine. Then I just get these sneezy kicks. Oh, my God.
Yeah, hopefully you're not getting sick. That would be bad.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
All right, here we go. Next one coming up in 7 seconds. A Warren Beatty body count of 1,000 plus. Uh-oh, might get no sneeze. All right, what movie is this? 1, The Shining, 2, The Omen, 3, The Exorcist, or 4, Poltergeist? Now, this was one movie, like, I don't get scared from movies or anything like that, but this was one movie, and maybe it's just, being Catholic, growing, I don't know. This was one that I just, like, all I thought after the first time I saw it was I could have done without watching that.
Poltergeist?
No, The Exorcist.
I know, but Poltergeist, to me, like, I was the blonde little girl in that movie growing up. And I swear to God, when my dad used to watch that movie with my first, like, stepmom type figure, because she loved it and she wasn't scared by it, it used to literally torment me and give me nightmares.
Did you think you were going to get sucked into that TV?
I thought that was going to be me for real. I don't care about my head spinning around. That probably happened every day anyway. 1, The French Connection. 2, The Apartment. 3, Sweet Smell of Success. Or 4, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Oh, come on, you guys. Come on.
It's funny. I had to go open the door a second ago. You hit this time of the year where it starts to get hot. You know what I mean? I'm going to buy one of those. I used to have one, but those cheap ass, like as seen on TVs, those like screens with the magnet that, hang over your door. I'm going to get one of those this year and put it on there.
Dude,
so I don't get those big ass hornets.
If you want, like when I bring you your Camp Bigfoot sign, I will bring you one of them because I mainly got it from my back sliding glass door, but now I have a screened sliding glass door. And I don't use it anymore. Well, and it was also because I had a busted glass sliding door for, I don't know, about 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we replaced it with plywood floors.
Ah, nice. All right, here you go. What movie is this? Is that The Shining, 2, The Omen, 3, Rosemary's Baby, or 4, Insidious?
But I'm serious, though. If you want, like, we're probably going to be up in your area in the next either next weekend or the weekend afterwards, and I'm gonna bring you your Camp Bigfoot sign, and if you want, I'll bring like I have one of those things that I was just gonna get rid of it anyway. It's brand new, but I'll bring it up to you and you guys can
that's
try
cool.
it out.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I'll take one if you ain't using it.
Yeah,
and I can't wait to get the Bigfoot sign. I've already got it figured out where I'm gonna put it too, so
well, it'll be in the next week or two, I promise. because we got to get up there and make sure that some plumbing and everything gets turned back on and everything's running cool.
I was thinking about starting to do like more, because I got that Bigfoot costume. I've done the videos before with it. I was thinking about doing some more of those, like some funny Bigfoot costume videos.
For some reason, that is a huge hit for most people. Get on there and play the violin, I swear.
All right, there you go.
All right, 1, The Sting. 2, Citizen Kane. 3, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Or 4, All the President's Men. Yeah, I don't think it's fully away.
It's funny, like that Bigfoot video, with like the one we put all like ton of work into and did that. You post that thing on YouTube and it gets like no views. You know what I mean? And it's like you can sit there and do like the stupidest video of just walking around shaking a and that'll get like tons of views. Like there's no rhyme or reason to, how something hits the YouTube algorithm.
Dude, all right. When I come up and bring you a sign, I will freaking post a sign and I'll do it on my channel and we'll have you do a live on your channel, have you dress up in your Sasquatch costume, bust out your violin, and I'll bring my fucking keyboard up there and I'll find me a white Sasquatch suit.
There you go. Yeah, you could be like the Yeti. That would be awesome. Yeah, Gutter's got a good point. Do shorts. So YouTube is like hardcore pushing shorts. All right, what movie is that? 1, Reservoir Dogs. 2, Fargo. 3, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Or 4, American Beauty.
Come on, all you pervs know this one.
Mm-hmm. That was a weird movie.
Dude, yes. I don't even know how Kevin Spacey did this. Like,
he's weird anyway. I mean,
but even still, it's just like, bro, creepy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just look over, my daughter's friend next door constantly. Oh,
I know it was weird. It was like so creepy.
Fantasizing constantly.
Timber says he's evil. Yeah, he has been canceled.
Oh, I guess I don't know about any of that. I don't keep up with people on that type of level.
No, I don't really either. I don't pay much attention to.
Like, if somebody dies and they're big and famous, like, I will have heard about it. If somebody has, like, a huge scandal that everybody in the world has heard about, I may know about it. But other than that, I don't keep up. All right. 1, The French Connection. 2, Midnight Cowboy. 3, Marathon Man. Or 4, In the Heat of the Night. I'm going to say, if this was 4, I would say that I should know this because it was filmed the next town over for me, but it doesn't look like it is, so I don't have to feel bad.
Which one?
This one, this image. In the Heat of the Night was filmed right next door to my town.
People are doing really good at these, though. Like a couple of these I thought might would get a little bit harder, but people are doing good. Midnight Cowboy. Wasn't that like the first X-rated movie?
I don't know. Was it?
If I'm not mistaken, I think so. I think they rated it X. I mean, it's not like a porn or anything, but...
Yeah, it's just like Evil Dead, though, or this... All right.
What movie? Who's That Knocking at My Door? 2, The Deer Hunter. 3, Taxi Driver. Or 4, Raging Bull. Seeing some different answers on this one, though.
Do you know why it was rated X?
Why is that?
Because the concerns about the film's homosexual frame of reference and its potential influence on young people.
Okay. See, I've never seen the movie, so that's why I really didn't. I just knew I'd heard that before, that was like the first X-rated movie or something.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was homosexuality in that either.
So we got 2 people saying they hit the wrong button on that one. That sucks.
What is Melisex? Beer and Backroads?
No idea.
All right. 1 Zardoz, 2 Clute, 3 Barbarella, or 4 Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. I can only guess on this one.
What would you guess?
I mean, it's probably going to be 3, but I would think 4, just because she looks outrageously huge. But I think I know the story of number 3.
Yeah, it is Barbarella.
Yeah.
I had to put in Attack of the 50-Foot Woman just because,
Yeah, just because the image that,
right, the image
totally be believable.
looks like a 50-foot woman.
No, Timber Traveler, it was 3.
So do y'all in chat, do you like doing these, movie posters and stuff? I enjoy doing them. It gives me something different to do for trivia, We could get, it almost makes me want to bring, Tony back. We could do flags. I haven't talked to Tony in forever.
I was going to say, what you talking about, Tony?
All right, there we go. Is that the red violin, 2 the piano, 3 Immortal Beloved, or 4 Amadeus? I loved this movie.
Oh man, see, Gutters, I like flags though. And it's good. It's a good way to keep up with.
Remember when Tony came in? He did like the ones they were like.
Yes.
They were like the old flags from like.
Flag, ships, planes.
I loved it. I miss Tony, man. I really liked him. I know. I've tried to reach out to him too, and I mean, everybody I've talked to said the same thing. They just never hear from Tony anymore. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay. Because I've talked to a few other people. I'm like, have you heard from them? They're like, no. He just kind of disappeared. I'll have to shoot him another text.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun too. Always, good attitude, a lot of fun to talk.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Towering Inferno, 2 The Hustler, 3 HUD, or 4 Cool Hand Luke.
Yes, definitely speed does win this round.
How many hard-boiled eggs could you eat?
My boy Luke eat 50 eggs.
You could probably only eat like 2, huh?
Remember when Millis Vanillis tried to do that? Remember he tried to do the 50 egg challenge live? He made it, what did he make it, like 20 something or 27, 28 eggs or something?
Yeah, I can't even remember how many he ate.
It was like 27 or 28.
Oh, God. His freaking whole house was smelling.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Be like, hey, man, your house smells like the dead bodies that are rotting in the next door neighbor's house.
Right, exactly. Remember when everybody teased him about killing his neighbor? And he got all upset and offended. That was funny. All right, here you go. Which movie? The Usual Suspects, 2 The Departed, 3 7, or 4 Goodfellas?
The sad thing was that around the same time that Melissa's neighbor was caught, or like not caught, but where they found a dead body that was rotting in the house next door to him, my neighbor next door to me, who's actually a year younger than me, that I've known for almost 20 years, she passed away around the same exact time. And so I was sitting here thinking, it's nice to know that people like him get teased over people like me.
Right. But wasn't he on the news and stuff too? Like, it was like his next where they find him.
Yeah, he did. He did have a short news clip. Yeah.
And everybody's like, Sergeant Millis murdered.
I had no idea. It's like the guy was like, when a pretty little white girl ran into a black man's arms, dead giveaway because she'd been kidnapped for all these years. It's like.
Yeah. He did just says, he was on the news.
No, there was something going on over there. It smelled.
Yeah, he was. He was wearing a Lou Tube shirt on the news. That was right.
All right. 1, The Big Sleep. 2, Preezy's Honor. 3, Dick Tracy, or 4, Chinatown.
Seeing a few mixed answers coming in here.
Not quite yet on the Sky Fox, Kevin.
Oh, we already got Sky Foxes coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think there's 20 of these questions. So. Oh, yeah, Pete, it was the Lose TV repair, I think. Yeah, you're right. Look at that, 68% coming from Chinatown. I did trick 33% of you, though, with Dick Tracy. I looked at that picture and thought, Dick Tracy might get some people, so, yeah. You know, Friction, when you're putting in the fake answers, I mean, it's a lot of work. You know, you got to sit here and think about, like, what answers are going to be.
Trying to ask everybody around you, what would be your bad answer on this?
Yeah. All right, here we go. What movie? Maverick, 2 Mad Max, 3 Lethal Weapon, or 4 Blade Runner?
I thought that was Richard Gere for a second.
Richard Gere, Pretty Woman. Are you a Richard Gere fan?
No, not necessarily, but I did absolutely love Pretty Woman. I don't know why. I used to watch that movie on like rewind and replay, and replay.
Yeah, I've told this before, but you know that scene where he plays the piano in the thing? He actually is a classical pianist, and that
yes, I do that.
Yeah, that's actually a song that he wrote.
That's not the first time that I've heard that. And there are certain things about Richard Gere that are impressive. My husband's like, oh my God, really?
Right.
But, you know, whatever. All right. 1, War of the Worlds. 2, Poltergeist. 3, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. 4, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Now, see, this one, getting a lot of different answers on this. Let me change the music. We've been listening to that one song forever. I got to get I've got all this other stuff figured out doing all this. I just got to get the music, a playlist going. Look at that, 77% though. Good job.
No love for War of the Worlds.
No, Poltergeist getting 4% though. Godless. Yeah, Fugitive. He just looks so young in that picture. I actually thought about Fugitive, but he just looks so young. Yeah, like even in the picture, it was like Fugitive. He's a bit older. It's a good movie, though. All right, here we go. What movie? 1, The Fog. 2, Prince of Darkness. 3, Escape from New York. Or 4, Dark Star.
Love you too, sis. Have a good night.
Yeah, and love you too, Lynette. Yeah, no love for me over here. Good Lord. At least you subbed up finally, so we do have that going for us. Good to see you, Lynette.
Which is funny because she didn't realize. She's just like, so do I have to like go and pay to just get on anybody's stuff?
Wes Robinson says he unsubbed. Finally, Wes. Finally, I've been waiting on that for a long time, brother. Yeah, I don't know why that one time I guess I accidentally hit the subscribers only mode or something, and she's like, "Why can't I play? Like you've been here all this time and you never subscribed? Like, come on."
That's the thing.
Thanks, Lynette. Love you too.
All right. Which movie? 1, Thank You for Smoking. 2, Sideways. 3, American Splendor. Or 4, About Schmidt. I thought it was Thank You for Not Smoking.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I might have put the wrong thing in there. This one's easy. It's the last one. I was just trying to fill it in with one more, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, cool. I got a bunch more. I can do more of these. I found a database with a lot of these pictures, so. Yeah, Sideways. That was a good movie. That's pretty much where, who was in that? What's his name? The short guy?
Danny DeVito?
No. Vince Vaughn was in it. Sideways, kind of early Vince Vaughn
movie.
Vince Vaughn
is not short.
No, not him. He's tall, but it had the other guy. Paul. Yeah, there you go. Paul Giamatti.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
From Lady in the Water, whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Katie saying Cody says Paul too. Yeah, Paul Giamatti. I can never think of that guy's name. All right, but look at that, coming in first place, owning that round right there. Katie coming in first place. Then we had BB, and then we had Jimmy Boyles, followed by Vapion right there, just behind. They all got them all right, but it's all about who's faster at that point. E-Reptile coming in after that. Then we had P Digits. We had Mishka, Daphne after that. The Maven, Brit F, Gutters Pub, Connor Stallions, Wes Robinson, Dolphin, Anasty, Barry Wilson, Genocide, James Thompson, Wendy B, and the other people didn't make the board, but we do have one more round, and you can also put hashtag 40, FORTY, just like Timber and Daphne just did, Anasty as well. Go ahead and put that on there so we can add some more names to the wheel.
Yeah, you Reptile, you really did copy like a champ if you made it into 5th place.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you good, Friction?
Yep. Sky Fox.
All right, I was waiting on the Sky Fox. So there we go. Brit F was the last one up there. I will bring up the last game right now. How many times do you want me to spin this thing?
Go ahead and spin it 5 times.
5 times. All right, let's make that happen.
How freaking tired are you, Reptile?
What is he saying? He's forking tired?
I'm forking tired. Good job, Jimmy.
Jimmy Boyles. All right, Jimmy, good job.
Lucky one. Got your name on the board twice in less than 30 seconds.
All right, so the last one we got is the ever so loved What Belongs. I know everybody loves to hate this one, but this is always usually...
Dolphin.
Give me 1 second here. I am pulling this last one up. Gotta hit save. A lot of work goes into this in the background, so bear with me. All right, so we got Dolphin going in there. We're going to spin this thing 3 more times.
I agree, Gutters. Hashtag 39, because that's the age that we all turn before we die.
Right, exactly. Hey, look at that, Twisted R. Twisted R. I know, I can't believe he's actually admitting to being 40. The rest of us are all 39. So
he's been saying since 7 years ago, he's like, I'm damn near 40. Like, I'm turning 40 or 32. He's like, I'm damn near 40. I'm damn near 40. I'm like, now you can actually legitimately say it. But you just say you're damn near 40. You don't say you're 40.
There you go. All right, you got Twisted R, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Next one coming up. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Roll Tide 99. All right, let's get Roll Tide 99 up there.
The only time I ever like to say that.
I know it. Roll Tide. We got Wanda E.
There you go.
Right, I'm going to spin it one more time just for fun. And just for you, Roll Tide 99, we got a quick word from our sponsor.
Wes Robinson.
Wish you could be as annoying as an Alabama fan? Well, now you can with Bama Bragg, the new bubble gum from Tuscaloosa Chew. Open your own pouch of Bama Bragg, pack in a wad, and in no time you'll be spewing irritating nonsense and aggravating statistics just like the rest of the redneck idiots that say Roll Tide when they have nothing else to offer. Maybe your school doesn't have 18 national championships, but now you can parade around like a stuffy jerk just like fans of the Crimson Tide. Bama Bag Bubblegum. It's gumpalicious.
Gumpalicious.
Wish you could be as annoying as an Alabama fan.
All right. Stop. I thought I hit another song. I thought I did that good, but damn it, I didn't. Let's go.
I wanna hold your body close to me.
All right, there we go. What Belongs coming up in a minute and 20 seconds. And Everybody, please make sure you are streaming live. Please make sure you have hit the refresh button, all that kind of jazz. Please make sure you've hit the thumbs up. If you ever do want to support the show, please consider becoming a member or super chatting, any of that, Cash App, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff goes across the bottom. That we give that back to you, and it does help us pay for all these programs and StreamYard and all that kind of stuff like that. So we do appreciate it, but thanks everybody for being here. At least hit the thumbs up. It is free. Thank you very much. And Friction, I'm going to grab one more beverage. Look at that. Heaven Bound coming in, gifting out a Traveling Fools membership. Thank you, Heaven Bound. Who got that? Can you see that?
That would be Anasty.
Anasty. All right. And thank you very much, Heaven Bound. Here is a very much Chinese thank you.
Kevin Sheely, I need to know if there is a follow-up to that question. What do they do with all the spit at the football games? Is there like an answer to that? Is it like a joke type question? I'm just curious. Or are you just really curious as to what happens with all the spit at those games? What is chaw? All right. One, the black mamba. Oh, goodness gracious. Why? All right. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Fools had his little thing blocking my
You're
vision.
good. Sorry about that. I was trying to get back. I got caught up to my
I couldn't see the
wires.
first two people on here, so I was just like, oh, shit, I don't know.
It looks like most people got it right. So there we go. The Black Mamba, obviously, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, these aren't too hard tonight, so everybody should do good. All right, there you go. Most expensive after Park Place. 1 Pennsylvania Avenue, 2 Pacific Avenue, 3 New York Avenue, or 4 Marvin Gardens. Yeah, I am slacking, Wes Robinson. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know, it's hard to keep up with all this. This is for all you Monopoly fans out there. And Friction, you like the way I pretty much made the what belongs girl failing like a you know. I know you love that.
I have, how do you get the rights to like share these videos?
How do I get the rights to share them?
Yeah, like.
I don't whatsoever. I just put them on here and, you know.
So they don't, because I know that some, like I've made a GIF before of the Schooner wagon going down. And
that's the only one we've ever had a problem with.
More populated: 1 Phoenix, Arizona, 2 Indianapolis, Indiana, 3 Columbus, Ohio, or 4 Austin, Texas.
The only one we've ever had a problem with was that Sooner wagon, and I think that's because of ESPN or ABC, whatever was showing that when it happened. They've got a copyright claim already out there to where if anybody shows that, because nothing else we've ever. I've put movie clips up here. I've put everything in the world. And the only thing has been that stupid wagon.
That really messed me up because I went out of my way to make my own GIF or GIF or whatever the hell you want to call it of that video. And I did my own editing of that. When you got flagged every time, I was like, damn it, man.
Vapion probably. He says it's because, you are bitches.
Well, I have found some awesome videos that I'll have to go and find again to make this.
All right, here we go. The Great Red Spot. Would that be 1 Uranus, 2 Neptune, 3 Mars, or 4 Jupiter?
It's actually Uranus, not Uranus.
Imagine having a Great Red Spot on Uranus.
I mean, I don't have to imagine.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, Phoenix, I could definitely believe it. I mean, the second that we got off the airplane and we got into a rental car, we pull up at the Jack in the Box, and I mean, there's just like homeless and creepo, like, you know, people that are on drugs that are just like out there, like scratching themselves outside Jack in the Box, like, hey man, let me get some ice, let me get some free ice, let me get a free drink. Hey, you see my cup, man? Hey, man. I was like, city seems
Yeah,
dead
I've never been to Phoenix, so
until you get around the lights. Yeah, well, you're not missing anything.
this one did trick a lot of people though. Look, 63% live in Mars. So
I thought people would have went through Uranus. All right, more wild tigers. 1 Thailand, 2 Russia, 3 Nepal, or 4 Indonesia.
hey, what's up, Jesse? Good to see you. Kimberly Level in here. Good to see you, Kimberly Level. More wild tigers.
Russia, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Siberian
tigers.
tigers.
And number
Siberia, Russia.
one's India. Number 2's Russia. I think 3 is Indonesia. 4 Thailand, maybe something like that.
My husband always talks about the number 1 place in the world that he would think, like, damn, that would be a shock to go out there, is like Siberia, Russia.
That'd be horrible. Niagara Falls empties into 1 Lake Superior, 2 Lake Ontario, 3 Lake Michigan, or 4 Lake Erie.
Go Tigers!
I saw that up there, Katie going, "Go Tigers!"
Yeah.
I'd like to party with Coach.
you're on.
Oh yeah, Coach O. That'd be fun. Like imagine like being able to go down there because he's always hanging out with Jimmy Johnson down there in Key Largo and Isla Mirada. Like imagine getting to go out like on a fishing trip with them two. That would be fun as hell. You know they're out there telling dirty jokes and just cutting up, having a ball.
See, I think it would be different if somebody like me went out on a fishing trip with them, but I would still probably love it. Like, fuck yeah, we're going out on the best, deepest sea charters that we could ever go on.
There you go, Maven. You answered Ontario. Heck yeah. Good job, Maven. We'll switch music here.
All right, mast on a sloop. 1-3-2-2-3-1-4-0.
How many masts are there on a sloop? You know this? You know anything about sailing?
3?
Are you saying 3 is in answer 1, 2, or 3? There's 1 mast on a sloop.
3, yeah. No, the number 3.
I don't know. There's 1 mast on a sloop. So 3, I mean, you know.
See, you can't do this 1-3-2-2-3-1-4-0. Because then, what? Oh, I thought you wrote sloot.
Well, how many masts are there on a sloop, B-Beam? All right, next one coming up. Crickets chirp with their wings, 2 their mouths, 3 their legs, or 4 their arms.
I think I don't, if I'm correct, if I'm thinking I'm correct, then I don't see a lot of right answers.
What do you think it is?
I thought it was their wings.
It is their wings. Just because Jiminy Cricket did it with his legs in a cartoon, don't make it so. Crickets chirp with wings.
Yeah, I knew it was on the back side of them, which, oh, that'd be cute. Be like, chirp, chirp, chirp.
Yes, they are good fish bait. A lot of people, 70%. I asked that at trivia night. It was funny because so many people missed it.
Penny farthing, 1 wagon, 2 poker chip, 3 pistol, or 4 bicycle. Yeah, you know the on YouTube how you could play like night tunes or whatever, of like soft rain falling or a river flowing nearby you at a creek, at a campsite. I listen to, which my husband finds is funny. I Google or I actual YouTube search slow crickets.
Slow crickets?
That's my YouTube search, slow crickets.
Nice.
And it gives me a black screen that has some, slow chirping of crickets. And I turn that on almost every single night that I go to bed.
Nice. I like the sound of crickets.
Me too.
Look at this. And most people knowing a penny farthing is a bicycle. That's the bicycle with that like real big wheel, in the front, and then the little one. Is there like the big wheel and the little wheel? All right, here you go. Larry Bird won the Philadelphia 76ers, 2 the Los Angeles Lakers, 3 the Indiana Pacers, or 4 the Brooklyn Nets. I like it. Look at the chat just pause on that one. Because everybody's like, where's the Celtics? Where's the Celtics? Yeah. But who did he coach for? Yeah, reptile, he was on the Celtics, but he was the coach for the Indiana Pacers. Only one that belonged. I know, Katie. Yeah, everybody was on that one. I liked it. Normally you see the answers come in fast, and that one, it was like crickets chirping with their wings.
I know this is bad, but every time that I hear the name Larry Bird, I think of Don Imus for some reason. And then I think about his ridiculous comments. Second Republican president: 1, Ulysses S. Grant; 2, James A. Garfield; 3, Andrew Johnson; or 4, Abraham Lincoln.
Second Republican president. Seeing some mixed answers in here, but not a lot. There you go. 79% going with Ulysses S. Grant. Of course, Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president. He was followed by Andrew Johnson, but Andrew Johnson, his vice president, was a Democrat. Ulysses S. Grant getting elected after that. Little bit of history for you there, Friction. All right, there we go. Best-selling soundtrack: 1, The Bodyguard; 2, Oh Brother, We're Out Thou; 3, Forrest Gump; or 4, Dazed and Confused.
What the hell?
What do you like?
Best-selling soundtrack since when?
Ever.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bean, just because you show up here all the time, we love you for showing up, but some people haven't heard this question before, and we can only come up with so many questions that we can't remember that we've ever asked before.
Yeah, B-Bean, sometimes they do end up, you get one in there, you're like, shit, I'll just throw it back in there. Yeah, Genocide, if I had to pick one that was my favorite, I would pick, Dazed and Confused as well. Or maybe Oh Brother, We're Out There, but yeah, probably Dazed and Confused. Forrest Gump was pretty good too, but it would not be The fucking Bodyguard.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to go look up the freaking soundtrack for The Bodyguard just to see how shitty it is.
Well, it's Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You.
1, Female Donkey; 1, Lucy; 2, Jill; 3, Jenny; or 4, Heifer.
Hey, you remember Whitney? The I Will Always Love You.
Yeah,
that's what made it. You doing Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You. That's what made it the best-selling soundtrack.
If y'all are guessing my name, y'all better get my name out your mouth.
Genocide, you better get this right. Now, I meant to ask you this, Friction. Did you and Genocide get a chance to meet up when you were in California or no?
To be honest with you, I was supposed to meet up with several of my older friends that I've known for years that have been wanting to see me every time that I've gone out there. And my grandparents' schedule was so just kind of chaos.
Oh,
And
well, I mean, it doesn't stink. Yeah, I mean, glad
I also ended up in the emergency room my very first day there. And I ended up, for myself, I ended up in the emergency room for about 4 hours.
Wow.
So.
All right, first to reach a population of 1 million, 1 Rome, 2 Damascus, 3 Cairo, or 4 Athens.
Yeah, so that kind of just threw off the entire trip.
B-Bean, zip it.
Yeah. The only, like, I literally got out of the way of my path to go and see one person. And that was my old counselor at a rehab that I lived in for a year when I was a teenager. And if I had gone to see anybody, I'm glad that I went to go see her, because her daughter's been suffering, going in and out of hospitals her entire life for the past 12 years. And
Oh, wow.
she has a very rare genetic disease. Very, very rare. And I felt like she deserved my time the most of anybody that I was going to go out of my way to see. And I only got to see her for about 30 minutes. So, but first football game: 1 Rutgers and Princeton, 2 Princeton and Yale, 3 Harvard and Yale, 4 Harvard and Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Dame.
Notre Dame. You know, I like Notre Dame. I've always got a soft spot for Notre Dame. It's weird. I'm a Miami fan, so I'm supposed to hate Notre Dame for some reason. But being Irish Catholic, I just, I can't hate Notre Dame.
The first person that I ever heard talk about Notre Dame called it Notre Dame. That made me feel stupid for the next several years that I ever even spoke of that
Thank
school.
you, B-Bean. Thank you, B-Bean. A lot of work over here, B-Bean. We put it in. Every now and then we got to, cop out with a, we've asked that before. Yeah, Wes Robinson, B-Bean said that before. Exactly. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Bullseye on an archery target. Is that 1 yellow, 2 red, 3 blue, or 4 black? Yeah, that is, like Maven's saying, it is actually how they would say it over there across the pond. Damn it. Vapion B-Bean. I thought I was going to get my name on the board. Damn it. Vapion B-Bean kept me from getting my name on the wheel. But yes, it is yellow. All right, Friction. This one coming up. All you.
The Jewel of the Mediterranean: 1 Sicily, 2 Santorini, 3 Ibiza, or 4 Capri. My heart goes out to you, Genocide, dealing with health issues with your daughter. My therapist, she's been in and out of Children's Hospital in Oakland for the past 13 years. For any mother having to struggle through putting your child in and out of hospital and worrying about their health issues and how well they're going to feel is a very sad feeling. And look at that. That would be Sicily. That would be
the Jewel of the Mediterranean.
That would be me. Can you tell I'm Sicilian?
Sicilian.
Yeah, I'm Sicilian.
Ha. True Romance incoming right now.
Yeah, I'm Sicilian,
quote.
Irish, and Portuguese.
Yep. True Romance movie quote incoming. All right, here we go. Captain of the Queen Anne's Revenge. Would that be 1 William Kidd, 2 James Cook, 3 Francis Drake, or 4 Edward Teach? B Bean. They did so much with Sicilian women. They changed the whole bloodline forever. Now tell me, am I lying? Because you're part eggplant. B Bean gets it. Beer back rows, I think, does too. Yeah, B Bean, don't say it again.
See, I don't look at it from a movie aspect. I think about it from a real aspect of my life, which I know where my family says that the Sicilian heritage really runs from. All right, voodoo origin: 1, Nigeria; 2, Jamaica; 3, Haiti; or 4, Ghana.
Yeah, sometimes I have to keep my mouth shut. Mishka says she's Portuguese.
I see this.
Nice. Beer and Back Row says Louisiana. All right, 96% coming to the right answer, though, of Haiti. What's up, Huffer Billy Paul? Good to see you, brother. Huffer Billy Paul, are you excited about Nashville? Now, Friction, you're going to go to Nashville this year, right?
When is it planned on?
Let's see. Not
When is Son of Adam and Eve, 1 Seth, 2 Cain, 3 Abraham, or 4 Abel?
I think it's the weekend of like the 14th of March. So it's Nashville this year. That's going to be fun. So yeah, you go on ahead and start planning that.
Well, it's also, it's harder for us to plan around having a teenager's birthday around that time versus you guys being an adult and having a birthday around that time.
Let her take a friend with her and take her to fucking Nashville. She'll have a blast.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is that, most of the time, in high school, they think about what they want, and she wants to go to concerts that are nearby. So
you're going to Nashville. Let's buy her a ticket to some concert on Saturday night.
It's easier to have to appease to her over the past couple of years, but Nashville is still an area that catch something. Oh, and I'm not talking about catch a charge or catch anything else.
All right, here we go. Coming in first place, we got Katie Watkins. Good job, Katie. Mishka after that. Then we had B Bean, followed by Vapion, Matt Dummett, Kevin Sheely. We had Britt F following up, The Maven, Godless, Twister R, Wes Robinson, Dolphin, Wendy B, P Digits, Genocide, Storybook Doll, If Beer and Backroads Was a Person, Daphne Pride, Connor Steins, and the other people. But if you haven't put it in there, hashtag 40, we'll add a few more names and we'll spin the freaking wheel. Hashtag 40, FORTY, get that in there if you haven't put it already.
All right. Third place was Bean. Bean. All right. Sky Fox.
All right. What is Genocide talking about? Genocide, I missed who you were talking about.
No, I was talking. That's what I was talking in Genocide about my friend that I went to go see at Atlanta, or not Atlanta, at Oakland Children's Hospital, which her daughter's been dealing with a very rare disease since she was born. She's basically, it's like multiple sclerosis, but it affects the mind, the whole body. So she can't walk. She's like 13 years old. She can't walk. She can't talk. She can only interact. And it's been, I know, a huge struggle for her, but she has the biggest heart. So I know that
it's so funny.
Genocide said that she's kind of going through the same thing with her daughter.
Well, prayers out for her, Genocide. You know that it's funny. People complain about the smallest things in life, and there's some of
There's
the
always
struggles
that
that
work.
people are actually going through are so extreme compared to some of the things that you think are. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I know everybody's struggles.
Everybody
with
has struggles, but yeah, you think
you
that
look at some
you're
people,
worse
you're like,
of
oh
it,
my
and
God.
sometimes if you put it into perspective, that somebody else is dealing with a life-threatening something, and they're 10 years old, or
Right.
12 years old.
Right, and they
And-
have to deal with that. It's like you look at these people who like they off themselves or something like that, over some stupid bullshit. If your life is that bad, buy a one-way ticket somewhere that has hammocks and bananas. Yeah, and just go to the fucking beach. Like, just leave, go away, disappear, start your life over. Don't do some stupid ass shit. Anyway, so we've got last time was Wes Robinson, right?
Yeah, I hope
How
she
many
starts
times?
feeling better doing genocide.
How many times do you want me to spin it?
Go ahead and spin it. How many? Let's see, what do we got? Go ahead and spin it 6 times.
All right, 6 more times, and we'll find out who the big wieners are of the night. Barbara Overstreet going up on the wheel. Let's get Barbara up there. Good to see you too, Barbara. I haven't seen your name in here in a while. I think you probably already went to bed, but good to see you either way. I like Barbara. Barbara's cool.
Depends on where she lives.
I know Barbara.
Does she live in Georgia?
No. All right, P digits. Vapion. No, I don't want one. Hell, I've got bunches of them, Vapion. Don't worry. You come to the beach with me sometime, Vapion. I'll show it to you.
What?
Hi, Kevin Shealy. He said
What are you talking about showing to him at the beach?
He said, did TF say he wants a banana hammock? I said, hammocks and banana. But, I got a couple Speedos I can sport for you there, Vapion. Don't worry. All right, you got Kevin Shealy?
All right, good job, Kevin.
Yeah, genocide, I know that's got to be horrible. Definitely in my prayers, so definitely. And I'm not a liar when I say this. I didn't have any idea that that was going on. So big prayers. And next time I go to mass, which Mrs. Fools keeps telling me we need to go more often, I will definitely light a candle in there and say a prayer and all that jazz. Be thinking about that genocide. All right, storybook doll.
Storybook doll.
I have to say one thing. I see a lot of YouTube communities, and all they do is fight. People yell at each other and all that. I know we don't have no huge thing going on over here, but I think we got the absolute best. And I hear people say this, and it's cliche, but we get all these people that come in here. Nobody ever fights. Nobody ever does anything. I freaking love it. Y'all are wonderful, and I thank every one of you for being here. I love the no drama aspect. People are just real and nice, and I love it.
It's about bettering yourself and not wanting to be attached to drama constantly, because that's what a lot of people are addicted to when it comes to YouTube. And we don't want to bring a drama community.
I wouldn't do it if there was drama. I mean, people have seen what we do. People try to bring drama in here, and they just get kicked in the ass right out the fucking
You go to somebody else's stream for drama. Right. Don't bring it to ours.
You bring that in here, and you just get the foot in the ass right out the door instantly.
Okay.
All right, Barry Wilson. All right. I don't know how many more times I'm supposed to spin it, but I'm going to do it a couple more.
I was going to say, just go ahead and have at it.
I'm going to do it 2 more times. All right, we got Baker. Put Baker up there. And you can go ahead and share that whenever you want to.
What kind of goods are you baking, Baker?
Oh, Katie back up there again. And last one right here. We'll see, and then we'll go to Friction's wheel and see what happens. All right, Matt Dummett. There we go. go on ahead and bring this down, and we will put Friction's wheel right up there. Everybody's names. Let's let Friction shuffle that shit up. Make sure we don't have any names next to each other, and we'll make this happen. Wherever the winners are, please, within a week, please email me. The email is Traveling Fools Contest, okay, because it makes it so much easier. We have a separate email just for this Traveling Fools Contest. It is in the description of the video. Please email me within a week and say, you know, hey, I'm the winner, and give me your, and don't just say I'm the winner. Say like, hey, I'm the winner. Here's my Cash App, or I'm the winner. Here's my PayPal, or I'm the winner, blah, blah, blah. And I'll send that over to you. So, and if you don't have that, if you're in a different country, we'll figure something else out. And, you know, Amazon, or, you know, something, we'll figure it out. Just please email me. Don't wait. Just, you know. All right. So this is all on you, Friction. It looks pretty mixed up, I think.
Sorry, I'm just realizing that Hufferbilly Paw was in here, and then Genocide was talking about there's $1 million in a chest, and I'm trying to figure out what chest I need to reach into to get that $1 million.
I like $1 million chest.
I know, me too. And not one that was spent on that chest, but the one that actually has $1 million inside of it.
Yeah, either way, I'll take it.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Wheel spinning. Who's it going to be?
Is that Cockaboose?
Cockaboose. All right, Cockaboose. Traveling Fools Contest at gmail.com. Down
right,
in
Cockaboose, you know who you are. You're the only one.
Email me, Cockaboose. Love the name. And Wanda E. All right, Wanda E. Good job, guys. There you go. We got Wanda E. and Cockaboose. Please email me, Traveling Fools Contest at gmail.com. Go on ahead and get that out there. The sooner you do it, the better. I'll, you know, get you hooked up.
And congrats to all you big wieners for the night.
I know, that was fun. That was a good time. What'd you think, Friction?
Yeah. Oh, which, you know, it's funny because Hufferbilly Paul never wants to come in here while we're actually playing trivia because he can't get to the 1, 2, 3, or 4 fast enough. So it's funny to see him in this late time of night. That's good to see you, Hufferbilly Paul. It's been a while since I've seen you.
I
You
love
didn't answer my phone call the last time that I called you either. So
I like Hufferbilly Paul. All right, so what I'm going to do, we're not going to be up here too much longer, but I did just drop the link. We'd like to do that. If anybody would like to come up and say hi or anything like that, you're more than welcome to. This isn't going to go on too much longer, but if anybody wants to, I just dropped the link. Join the show. Come up here. Give us your thoughts. Tell us how bad our trivia sucks. Anything like that. But there it is. I'll pin that to the top.
if we did sports, girls, beer, or weed, things would be different. What are you talking about, Kevin? I'm just curious.
If we did sports, girls, beer, or I think those are all separate. There's just no comma.
Yeah, I know.
Sports,
I get that.
girls,
If we did
beer,
sports, girls, or weed, things would be different. But
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I should do trivia questions about sports, girls, beer, or weed.
I didn't wanted to do girls, sports.
Best
beer,
push
weed.
questions for you next week.
Yeah, we can do sports.
You better be on your prime because I'm from California, where the best weed questions exist.
All right, so I'm going to pull that down. There we go. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. I like the fact that movies was kind of like the center of tonight. I did movie stuff. You did movie stuff. So yeah, being we're not doing WNBA trivia. That's not happening. It's like,
Are you guys talking about that one woman that was taken to jail in Russia that we had to trade a mobster for to get her? What's her name? Brittany?
Yeah, exactly. The Brittany, what was the name? Grimy or something like that?
Grimer, or yeah, something like that. Brittany Griner, not Grimer.
Grimy. I don't know. I told you about the time we were traveling.
The myth, legend.
We actually had to travel with some of those WNBA players one time on a plane. They were bitches. I mean, those ladies were total bitches. And we went from Thailand. You know, sometimes when you travel like overseas, you end up on these, because you're trying to get back to the U.S. So you end up on the same flights, you know, like, okay, now we're sitting in an airport in Thailand. Then you're like, now we're sitting in an airport in China. And they were such bitches in Thailand and blah, blah, blah. Then we get to China. And everything's all fucked up. They're like separating into men's lines, women's lines. You know, they do all this crazy stuff.
Are the lines narrowed for the size? Like,
they were so nice after they realized that we were the only ones that knew what the fuck was going on, and Mrs. Fool spoke Chinese and stuff. Then they changed their tune. They were super nice to us, but they were such.
No,
bitches.
I mean for your size.
No,
like,
it was just men and women. They just separated it.
All these new places out where I just visited, out where I grew up in the Bay Area, it's all been taken over by Asian shops. And so when I went to this little Asian supermarket, me and my daughter were standing in line, and the line is probably about 6 feet wide, maybe not even 6 feet, probably about 5 feet wide. But it separates into two lanes, and they have a metal bar in between the two of it. So you have about a 26-inch gap to go through. If you don't fit, get the fuck on.
I like it.
I was
like the rules. I mean, you know.
I was telling my kid, I was just like, do you see this? I was like, I guess if you don't fit to the pole, you can't check out.
Well, that's how it should be. You know how they have the things when you get on, like if your carry-on bag doesn't fit into this, you know, you have to check it or something like that. They should have that for fat people. Like if they can't fit into the seat, they should have one of those things where you can't get on, or you got to buy 2 seats. There's nothing worse.
My bag would have fit. My bag would have fit.
Make that fit. What's up, Maui Howie? Good to see you, brother.
Which I'm going to have to, I swear to God, I'm going to pay the $100 or whatever it costs to get the footage from me getting kicked off of my plane 2 weeks ago.
I would like to see that. I keep looking online. I keep waiting to see the crazy lady gets kicked off the plane thing in his Friction. I'm like, it's you. Friction's on there like, that motherfucker's not real. That motherfucker's not real. I want to see this. You know, this is gonna be awesome.
Dude, you know what's funny? That's from the same airport that I was at when I dealt with getting kicked off. Well, yes, Hufferbilly Paw, they freaking kicked me and Little Friction off of our.
I'll be right back. I'll let you tell this story. Tell Hufferbilly Paw your story. I'll be right back.
We did not get kicked off of the plane, actually, technically, because we weren't on the plane yet, but they were in the middle of boarding the plane, and Little Friction had been out with our bags while I went to use the restroom, and the intercom or the gate people that worked for American Airlines, they said that everybody that was loading at this gate was going, or not a gate. There's like a loading zone or whatever where you get like your loading gate 1 through 9 or whatever on your plane, and we were the 9th one. So they were like, everybody's gonna have to check their bags if you're going through gate 9 or whatever. And I said, okay, well, I said, I'm gonna go use the restroom and we'll go back and we'll check them or do whatever we need to do. And I went to go use the restroom, and Little Friction checked in my bag while I was in the restroom because they kept going over about it on the intercom. And when I came out, I was just like, okay, well, where's my bag? And I said, oh, well, my vape was in my bag. And they always ask me, where's your vape? Or do you have any lithium batteries or aerosol or anything like that in your bags? And I said, just so you guys know, I said, I do have one of these type things in my bag that my daughter checked. And I guess he was sitting there mumbling to himself, hold on, hold on, hold on. And next thing you know, this asshole told me that I didn't know how to take direction because I wasn't holding on because I was in the middle of talking and he didn't know, I don't know how to say anything to me to get my attention, like looking up at me, making eye contact, like normal people do. And I basically had airport security called on me and
where's the video?
I want to see the video so bad.
I've actually been looking into it, and I guess because it's DFW, they charge like $100 to $200 non-refundable deposit that I have to pay to even, and like they say that they take this money and it is not refunded to you. And that's just to even try and get the information or the video card, whatever they have. But I have looked into it.
I want to see it so bad. I want to break it down, in film.
Which I'll be honest with you, there were parts of it like I'm sitting here like I'm starting to get emotional. Like this is also the airport that I was at when I found out that my dad died. And I was on my way to see him with a one-way ticket that was non-refundable. I was, on a layover to go and be with him for his last month or two that he was alive. So I'm like, I already hate this airport with a passion. So when I do release this video finally, because I am going to pay for it, because I want to bring that to American Airlines awareness as well. Because there were a lot. I want
to meet the flight attendant that had the balls to get up and tell you to get off the airplane.
Was it?
He was a Nazi gate attendant. He wasn't even the flight attendant because I would have chewed his ass up and spit him out.
So was it like a gay guy flight attendant? Was that what it was, or?
No, he was a older.
Oh, was a dude.
He was an older mixed black dude.
See, I miss what happened to stewardesses. Like I love Maven's here. Maven can vouch. You get on an airplane in Asia and you go through and it's this this cute, young, polite stewardess that's on there being sweet as hell, blah blah. America, oh my God, these flight attendants, like they like to call them. I mean, bring back stewardesses. I want stewardesses. I want that nice, cordial person that is there to serve you. Now they act like in America, they act like they're your boss and they're like a dictator on a plane and they're yelling at you about shit and stuff. I want that nice person bringing you free beer and looking cute.
If they do that, they're going to charge you a lot more money. Remember, it used to be when I was a little girl, I remember it costing my mom $700 to send me from Idaho to California. It was $700. I was
for one
for one way. It was a one way.
$100 share. That's $700.
My aunt used to be a flight attendant for United, and I've never even heard of which she was never going to be caught dead in a stewardess dress. Kevin.
They need to bring back Hooters Air. Remember Hooters Air? That was a genius idea. They need to bring that
was
back.
A genius idea. Yes. Yes.
But the reason that failed was it was like, where were you going to fly? Newark, New Jersey, Myrtle Beach. It was like, hey, there's nowhere good. Like, put something more on there.
No, the answer is as far as it possibly can without having to refuel.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's the correct answer.
That's a lot of.
I'm just saying, I would totally go if I made pretty good tips. I would go and do Hooters there. Like,
why not?
Free flights.
Well, Maven, good to see you, Maven. You know what I'm talking about, though. Like, you fly through Asia, you fly through everywhere. Everybody's lovely, everybody's sweet. And I'm not just talking about looks. I mean, somebody cannot be the best look, but they can be nice. Or they can be, you get on these airlines in America now and these people treat you like shit. I mean, they yell at, they shuffle you through, and they act like they're some overlord of the sky. You know, it's supposed to be somebody serving you.
Yeah. I think that money, I mean, like, it shouldn't cost any more to have a good attitude.
Right.
Where's the cost in attitude?
Oh, well, I think that, well, for me, I
American
think that
waitresses.
when I think about it, I think about the whole thing, though, the whole package, like the dinner. It's not some shit that they pulled out of a cardboard box. It used to be real food that they served you. It was good food on the airplanes.
That's
not
your $700 flight you're talking about, right?
Yes, it was
What
that,
you
along
fly
with a good, you were taken care of, and you had leg room. And remember, they didn't have near as many seats on the planes. Now
And
they've
everybody
crammed
was
all those
smoking
seats on.
cigarettes.
Yeah, everybody was smoking, enjoying, getting hammered. But, I mean,
Well, I
there's
think
price
it's
to
a
pay.
reflection of society in general, because I think you have more Karens and stuff happening in the US. So I think the stewardesses are actually probably having to deal with a lot more emergency situations. I mean, if somebody is, mouthing off and going crazy, then they have to deal with that. And that probably affects their attitude.
Friction.
Can I put this into aspect for you, Maven? Maven, can I put this into aspect for you? Okay, so I had already left one airport, and I had no problems leaving with my bag. I leave from the second airport, and I've actually shipped things from my bag back home, so I have more room in my bag to the next place that I'm going. And they want to give me a hard time about what fits there. And I've specifically bought a ticket to make sure that my size fits into whatever upper head stores that they have. And so the second airport that I'm at, when they kind of give me a problem, they're like, can you show me that it fits in this little metal cage? And what I do is I go and stick the bottom side of my bag in there, and it doesn't drop all the way down to the floor because I have a little tiny stuffed animal thing in there. And so at this point, they're like, yeah, ma'am, it doesn't fit. And I take my bag and I throw it onto the ground, and I literally do like a force squat, like down onto it twice. My daughter's sitting there laughing at me hysterically, and she's just like, that's my fucking mama right there. And I'm like, now guess what? It fits. And they fucking put it on the plane. They were able to accept that type of behavior out of me that was a little bit, I had a kind of a rough time visiting my grandparents. It was a hard time because I don't think they realized the old nature and state that they're in. And none of my family members are really out very close to them to help support them the way that I would like to be able to. So it was a very frustrating trip for me. And I admit that I was a little bit hasty towards the people at the airport then. But I was acting very aggressive in my just snatching my bag and just popping a squat on it over and over again. Like, it fucking fits. But then when I leave the third airport, and I am so mild for them, they tell me that I don't follow direction because this guy's mumbling under his breath, looking down at his chest like this while he's talking to me. And
look, airport employees in the United States, it's gone way downhill.
The cops that they brought out on me, I feel like drawing a lawsuit against. Like, dickhead, power tripping, lame, just inferior men.
Well, I can say this in your defense, Friction. So we were flying one time, and this was like during COVID, okay? And so we were flying, and everybody's understaffed, everybody's blah blah blah. So I remember we get in this line and we're flying. I forget what airline, but we were where the hell were we even going? We traveled so much during COVID, it was awesome. But so we were going somewhere, and we get there, and we're running a couple minutes late, but not like enough to where we couldn't. I mean, we were there like an hour before the flight. You know what I mean? We get up to the thing, and there's a goddamn line forever. They had 2 people working the baggage check. We stand in line for like 40 minutes. Finally get up there, and they say, "Sorry, you missed it by 2 minutes." After we stood in line for 40 minutes. And I started raising fucking hell, and they threatened to call the whole thing on me. They ended up, and it sucks because they ended up having to fly us to like, this totally other place. I think Charlotte or something, trying to get to Miami. We were going to Miami. We were trying to get there. So they ended up flying us all the way around the loop. It was horrible. And had they had enough people working, it would have been no problem, but it was our fault. Well, you should have got here earlier, and it's like, I know it was a nightmare because we actually got a flat tire on the way to the airport in the morning, which, that's like the one time you don't want to get a flat tire.
Well, the last time I was in the US was 2011, and I had absolutely no plans to go back. And now I'm actually considering, because I was trying to get online for like Social Security. I don't get Social Security yet, but I'm 58, turning 59 this year. And
maybe you didn't get the memo. We're all 39.
Yeah. Okay. We're 39.
Right.
And
Y'all might
anyway,
be. I'm 22.
So in anticipation of
So I'm from
future
38 to 39.
Social Security, being able
Vietnam.
to contact them online. In order to set up the account, you need, they can't use a passport picture. They want your state ID, either driver's license or ID, which is expired for me. I haven't been there to renew it or anything. I don't need it until this. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, do I go back, renew my ID?
100%.
So that, and so then I'm thinking, well, when do I wait, or do I just like get it over with? And I used Grok. You guys, anybody use Grok for AI?
I used Grok. Yeah, it works pretty
I only
good.
use it to abuse me.
So I'm like, okay, what time of year is the best time? From between Phnom Penh and San Francisco, what's the best time of year for the least amount of turbulence and everything? And then, okay, well, there's April and there's September. I'm like, okay, September, and then I'm like, well, what time of day is the best time of day? And okay, well, what airlines have premium economy, and what are the fees for extra bags, and what about the food, the food, the entertainment, all of that. I keep refining it. I have this long, probably took me an hour because I just kept doing more and more and more and more.
Is turbulence your biggest factor?
Well, where I'm in Cambodia, by the way, I just saw the question. I have friends who are pilots, and I've flown in small planes, since I was a child, I flew commercial across the country many times. I don't have a problem with flying in particular, but if I can avoid it, it's better. Is all. I'm not afraid. I mean, I love stories about like the turbulence was so bad that the baggage things opened up and were falling on everybody and they got injured. And I've never had turbulence that bad, but if I did, the plane didn't fall. The plane didn't crash, right? So for me, that's a good thing. As far as the safety of the airplanes.
You should go on like Emeritus or something.
Well, so I've narrowed it to Singapore Airlines between Cambodia and San Francisco. And they have they use Airbus. I don't remember the number, a whatever.
What part of America do you have to fly to?
She's trying to go to San Francisco.
So you're trying to go to San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah.
San
My mom lives in
Francisco.
Northern California.
San Francisco. What?
My mom lives in Northern California. So my address is in California. So I would go there. Phnom Penh.
You definitely want to get your Social Security. I mean, you lived in America, paid into it. It's probably not going to be that much because you haven't worked in a long time.
Not here is.
But yeah, $500
or something.
Yeah, $500 over there is a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, and quite frankly, when I was young, I really didn't believe that Social Security would still be around. And now they are making a lot of changes and stuff with Trump. And so it's kind of interesting.
Social Security will always be around. The United States will collapse before Social Security will not be around.
That's why they're trying to fix it so that
right.
it will be around because they're sucking the life out of it.
That's one of those every election year. Sorry, Baker, go ahead, sir.
Maybe not for 22-year-olds like myself. It may not be there.
Yes, it will be.
No,
yes, it will be because people that are older, they're not going to have dying old people in the streets starving to death. The United States will collapse before that would ever happen. I mean, you won't have a country if that happens.
They'll give you Jews.
It might make you guys pay for your college careers, though. Even though Biden said that you don't have to.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm considering it. I haven't made the final. What do you guys think? Should I come? Traveling Fool said yes. I should go.
Do it.
It's going to cost you $1,500
is important.
It's going to cost you $1,500 to do it. You will make that money back in 3 months once you get your Social Security. So yes, 100% you should do it. You'd be a fool not to take the money that's owed to you.
Yeah, because that would be the easiest thing. Mm-hmm. Gutter was going to say something.
I said that you paid that money in. You should be able to,
Sure. Yeah.
Just
definitely.
make sure you don't get screwed on your carry-on or your turbulence.
I'm not even gonna check in any luggage, and the only carry-on I'll have is like some gifts, like for people, that I'll take to America that I can give to people, and other than that, I'll come back with extra luggage though.
I was gonna say that's the thing that will get you, because I just traveled on 3 different airplanes, and for an extra bag they might charge you $100. So
but
that's
just the carry-on.
No,
just the bag.
Yeah,
not
even the carry-on bags though, they try and screw you on these days.
But international flights. Most international flights, that's already like weighed into the equation. A carry-on, it's different if you're flying from one state to another. If you're going international, you're getting a carry-on. You're getting a personal item. You always have to remember you get a personal item too, which can be pretty large. And most are going to give you a free checked bag. For international flights.
But I'm not going to get a luggage carry-on. I'll just take kind of like a big hobo bag. Isn't that what they call them? So it's like a purse, but like really big, almost like a tote bag.
Right.
I'll take something like that.
But you want to take a carry-on if it's free, because that's half your shit right there. You just pop in that thing. And international flights, those are almost always free.
But I have nothing to take over there. Just some small things, just some small gifts.
But you want to, all right, I'm going to give you some advice. You can buy that carry-on bag over there where you're at for about $4. It's going to cost you $30 at fucking TJ Maxx here. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's empty, take it. Even if it's empty, take it with you.
I just bought
bring an empty bag with you inside of your personal bag to make sure that you have extra baggage to bring your shit back with you of the gifts that you buy while you're here.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Because if you don't bring a bag with you from where you're at that you can easily pack stuff into and have it as a free checked bag going back home, then you're going to spend a fucking $100 on the bag. Out here to try and fill shit into it.
Okay, Gutter wanted to say something, and then I'll say something.
The luggage is expensive. I just bought some not too long ago, and I want to say I paid $75, and it was not one of the big ones. It was the smaller one with wheels, of course. Try to have something with wheels, because if you're dragging that thing through a bunch of airports, that shit gets heavy. So
If you're in Asia, you can go to Chinatown and get a Louis Vuitton for $7.
right.
It's true.
Damn.
See, I remember when luggage fees didn't exist before 9/11. They just let you bring them on board, or they just let you check them in. It wasn't part of it. And then after 9/11, it's like, oh, we gotta go through security with it, and we gotta hire people to do that. And it's like,
We got
it's
a
only a
couple
temporary
feel.
fee. That
Yeah.
shit never went away.
And they've never caught any terrorists.
No, but they're still copping a feel.
Yeah.
Every time you go through, they're like, "Woo, what you got
Well,
there?"
I
I
just went
like
through
your
it yesterday,
advice
and I had
on.
to watch somebody do that.
Oh gosh.
I like your advice on taking the empty carry-on luggage, because then that's extra space for me coming back. For the checked baggage, I'm just using cardboard boxes and wrapping them.
Oh no!
I know
Don't be that lady.
No.
Don't be that
Yeah.
lady. Come
No,
on,
no.
go to Chinatown and get something nice
No,
and
no, no.
travel. Oh, come on,
It's just-
Maven. Come on.
It's just extra weight in the luggage itself.
I know.
Why
I've
are
got
you-
one of the
why are you
coolest things
packing
I ever bought.
Or you're packing cardboard boxes to bring here with you?
No, I'll get the cardboard boxes there.
Cardboard boxes cost more than a bag there.
Yeah, you'll pay more and it'll
One
smell like
cardboard
milk or
box out
something.
here costs you $5 to $10 American dollars.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
California, I'll get the cardboard boxes.
No, it
You're
would
stealing
cost you
somebody's
less.
home when you do that.
It would cost you less to go to Chinatown and buy a bag and take it with you.
And plus, you're going to take somebody's home away.
Yeah, you took
In
somebody's home when you
California,
take the
you know
cardboard
what
I
box.
love
That's
Duggar.
great. Can't take that.
Duggar, I said that first. You stole it from me.
Ah,
Stole it from me, Duggar. By the way, how you doing, Mr. Duggar?
greetings, Earth.
Yeah, what's up, Duggar? Good to see you, brother. I think Duggar coming in here, I messed up. Hang on a second, folks. Duggar has entered, so
and keep having as many Duggars as possible. So it's going to be a Duggar America, everybody.
hey, Duggar America.
That's it. Do Duggars. That's it. You know, it's quite amazing that you people get up and fly all over the world, and there's so many pretty things here for me. I'm not a big airplane guy. I've been in an airplane wreck, so I don't see me ever, my feet going off the ground in an airplane ever again.
What kind of airplane wreck?
It was a 6-passenger prop plane, and we was only going for about 45-minute flight, and this equipment couldn't get us there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, did you call yourself lucky you wasn't in a helicopter? Because
Well, we made it. We made it.
Could have been Kobe Bryant.
We made it to our destination. And the guy landed it on one wheel, and then it kind of flopped over, and then coming home, we were sitting on there. You can literally see the pilots, and they're talking over the megaphone. We're your captains, and dude, just turn around and talk to us, shit. And but they brought this big machine out in front of the plane. I said, "What the hell's that?" And one of the pilots turned around. And he goes, "Oh, we're going to get our plane jump started." I said, "Oh, hell no. Let me out. You had to jump start the plane. What if the engine goes out while we're in the air? You got no jump starter then." That scared the shit out of me, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, how can that? Right, with all the regulations on maintenance, that doesn't even seem like it should be allowed.
Oh, there's
This
parts-
was
Well,
this was.
there's a lot less maintenance when you're
You have to
dealing-
understand,
or passenger.
Duggar's a bit older. His pilot was Orville Wright.
Yeah.
What's up, Ricardo? Thanks for the kind words, brother. Good to see you, Ricardo.
Man, just
So
go
I
on.
was just
Taking a shot at
just
the
flying out.
senior citizen. That is where you reduced yourself down to.
I love you, Duggar. You know I'm joking. What's
Yeah,
that,
so I
Baker?
was just flying out yesterday, getting back to the People's Republic of Oregon, and going through TSA is such a joke. It is such a joke these days.
Dude,
I mean,
I'm going to use that for now. People's
what are you going to
Republic of
use?
Oregon. People's
It is the
Republic
People's Republic
of
of Oregon. It
Marks the
is.
state. Of course it is.
It's the Socialist Democratic People's Republic of Oregon.
Oh my God.
Did you go through PDX? Is that where you went through, or somewhere else?
Oh God, no! I refuse to go through PDX.
I was gonna say,
No,
would they
and by
let
the
me
way,
fly out of there with
Gutter
shrooms?
says, when Gutter says for you to buy a bag with wheels, she's specifically talking about that because of PDX and this ugly ass green carpet. You got to somehow drag your damn baggage across with wheels, which is just it. Don't even get me started with that damn airport.
It does suck.
It's like
Go to
shag,
Denver.
nasty green carpet.
I've never been to that. I've never been there to that airport.
Go to Denver without luggage with wheels. Dare you?
Oh well, that's a different story. That's a lot of walking.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all just be glad that Atlanta finally did some shit with their airport.
You know, people bitch about the Atlanta airport. Atlanta airport is not bad. I mean, yeah, you got to get on that little train and ride it underneath, and it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not as shitty as like fucking Dallas, Fort Worth, or fucking O'Hare in Chicago or something like that. I mean, that's a fucking nightmare. Atlanta.
I've been to both of those airports before, and I've never dealt with the same issues that I dealt with from an Atlanta airport. I've been to the Atlanta airport on 3 different occasions where that shuttle was not working.
I've never been there when that shuttle wasn't working.
Oh, I've been there 3 times when it wasn't working, and I had fucking full checked bags that they bring to you at the gate when you're getting off the plane. Before you exit the terminal, they have that check bag ready for you. So I'm like, I got this big bag. I got this.
You got to stop flying Frontier.
I don't. No, I don't fly that Spirit
Fucking
shit like
Spirit
you do.
Airline.
I don't fly that
Fighting with the
Spirit
blacks.
shit like you do. My family taught me. My aunt worked for United for that's where she retired from. The first and only time that I flew Frontier, I was poor, broke as shit, and I was trying to take my family out to go and meet my dad.
I would hitchhike before I get on a fucking Frontier flight. Period.
Every time I try to book,
go hitchhike from Atlanta to San Francisco, honey. Not that easy. Especially with a handicapped, wheelchair-bound man and a toddler.
Baker, this is how bad Frontier is. We had a recent experience. I had to get on X. Got a little bit of influence on X as we have, a decent large following there. But I had to call them out because Orbitz, I always book everything through like the same booking companies because you get the points and stuff like that, and get free hotels and, you build stuff up. But Frontier, when they try to charge, this is how shitty they fucking are, that it came up as a fraud alert on our credit card company. So it turned into a fiasco. We couldn't even book it through a company because it was fraud alerting. So it wrecked our whole purchase and was charging the money through Orbitz, but the card wouldn't go through. It was a nightmare. Frontier's that shitty, and I will never book a flight on that.
You talk about the Frontier being a shitty flight, and Baker, you said you just flew in and out of Oregon or whatever. And I'm thinking that the airline you probably flew on was one that I'm quite familiar with. And if it is, that's the one that loses doors and such.
No, I flew Delta in the Pasco, Tri-Cities, Washington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I live in Eastern Oregon, so that's the closest airport for me.
Look at this guy, Gutters. He ain't getting on nothing but other than Delta or something like that.
Delta's it, nothing else. Yeah. I'm not even dealing with it.
By the way, my daughter and I flew Delta about 4 years ago, and we hit a spot of turbulence that literally put us into a drop zone where I don't know if you know what this is, but that's where your plane drops 500 to 1,000 feet in a matter of seconds, and your head fucking hits the ceiling of the airplane.
Well, that's because that's That
Well,
should happen. I mean,
that was on a $400 a ticket, the Delta flight with my kid, and it gave her a very traumatic experience. And I couldn't help but tell her the truth that that is probably the worst drop that I've ever dealt with in any sort of turbulence. Like my head smashed up against the ceiling of our airplane. We dropped down so hard, and I thought that I had some sort of whiplash in my neck.
I don't ever want to fly with friction.
Yeah, she's unlucky as hell.
No, dude, I've flown to fucking Chicago, Washington D.C. from California, Washington D.C., Chicago, Ohio, down to freaking Hawaii. Not had any sort of issue.
You just have to be ready for a layover if you're going to fly with friction, because you might be stuck on the ground for a while.
Oh no,
That motherfucker ain't real.
I don't do layovers. The only time I ever did a layover was when there was only a one-way ticket option available, and it was to go be with my dad before he passed away. That's the only time I've ever accepted a layover.
I love layovers.
One that I had in Vegas for 45 minutes, and it was the fucking worst shit because that was the second most worst turbulence I've ever dealt with in my life. And the plane was literally going like this as we were going into Vegas. And I was just like, oh my God, please God, just fucking take me now, please. And then we got back on the plane 30 minutes later, flew out of Vegas, and we did the same freaking thing. It was like,
see, I can't wait. I can't wait. We're trying to plan a trip to go see my wife's family, and we're definitely either flying. So you can go if you fly like through Doha and book through there. They'll give you like a 24-hour layover for free, with like a free hotel and tours of the city. Istanbul is doing that as well. So if you fly like Turkish Airlines or what's the one?
Money bags over here.
Well, no, but they give you
Indonesia.
well, I've got family there. I got to, you know what I mean? But they'll give you if you'll stay for the tourism, they will give you that like a 4 or 5-star hotel and like free tours of the city and stuff if you'll do like a 24-hour layover, and they'll give you that. And I can't wait. I mean, I want to go see Doha or Istanbul or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck yeah, give me that. I'll go wander around and spend $20 in your fucking city.
I think it's like South Dakota. You could do the same shit for, and like Italy. There are certain places in Italy you can go actually and move out there. It's not just like crap that they talk about online, but like I actually know real military members that are out there that are like, they will pay somebody to move into this little Italian villa, or they will pay somebody to come and move to, I think it's either South or North Dakota, I think, that they will give you money to bring occupancy to their area.
I mean, like, doesn't Alaska pay people to live there?
Well, after you've lived there for a while, they give you a, I can't remember what the name of it is, but and it's from the money off of the money they sell. It's off of the oil that they sell. That's where.
Yeah, they'll pay you to live there. There's way too many vampires in Alaska, though. I would not live there.
I thought that was.
I did stay for a while though.
It's gorgeous, I have to say. I wouldn't want to live there because of all the rain and shit, but it is
Alaskan Lights,
gorgeous place.
For the Northern Lights, gutters.
I mean, you can see the Northern Lights here. You don't have to go to Alaska to see it.
I love Bloody Marys.
And you're in Oregon.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
So that's the thing. Like I'm originally from California, from the Bay Area, and I've lived up so close to like Red Bluff, Redding area in Northern California. And I've been up to Eugene, Oregon when they say that the Northern Lights are out, and I didn't really see anything. But I
Well,
would love to see the
you gotta get
Northern
outside of the
Lights.
city. You got to get away from the light.
Yeah,
pollution
I
of the
hate
city.
city shit anyway.
I don't like anywhere that's cold, rain. Like, give me somewhere hot. Give me a nice sunny beach. Give me a nice, something beautiful, something nice, something
Schools
warm.
likes everything where he can wear a Speedo.
Exactly. You know, I look good in Speedo.
A white one.
Go stand out on the Golden Gate Bridge with a Speedo.
I'd probably fit in San Francisco.
I just saw a video yesterday about Fisherman's Wharf and that like Aliados and the big crab pots, it's all closed. There's nothing there anymore at Fisherman's Wharf.
So let me ask you this, Maven. I watch your shows like weekly. You know what I mean? I try to tune in all the time. You know, you always see me there. My schedule works out pretty good. You do. Maven does a really fun morning show because it's night where she is. And it's cool. She does trivia stuff. She does. It's normally 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the United States is when that starts. So I always try to tune in. I like it. I see P Digits in there sometimes. I see,
So
some other
7 a.m. real time.
No, not real time. You live in a fake world over there, Gutters. Just hush. But Maven, so what do you have? You have a place there now. Do you rent this place or do you own this place? Like, did you do like
I rent.
20 years? Okay, so but at the same time, so you have like the one girl, she's like a live-in, housekeeper kind of thing, super sweet, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean that's what she is, Johnny.
You have a
super
maid that lives with you?
Yes, she does. She's got
Well, she's closer than a maid.
American money to foreign countries.
yeah. So Maven's living large over there.
You could have a maid for like $150 a month to $200 a month.
But
if
so
you wanted-
Shawnee, but she lives there with you, correct?
Yeah.
And she cooks for you and cleans and
I've taught her to cook what I like, and so she
love
cooks
it.
it. She cooks for me. She takes care of all the like litter boxes and everything. And,
Okay, let me ask you. Can I ask you a personal question?
Wait. Let me finish with Friction first. Let me finish. So you got Shawnee living there, and I mean, she is, she's a pretty cute, attractive, younger. How old is she? What is she? About 22, 24?
Yeah, 22, 23.
Yeah. Hey, you don't even know. Yeah, I love it. And then you have another room that you rent out as an Airbnb, and you have like some, like French lady staying there or something, right?
Yeah. She's staying here long term right now, like until June.
Right. So you've got this like looks like about pretty attractive woman too, mid-30s, I would guess, something like that, right?
Think so? Yeah, I would guess. Yeah.
Yeah, living there with you as well. Got that? I mean, that's a pretty fucking sweet deal you got going on over there. I like it. I mean, big like kudos.
Man, all right, okay. Now it's time for me to shut him up.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Friction's turn.
This is male energy that you probably don't even. You're like, oh.
Well,
yeah,
I want to go stay with
I
Maven. I mean,
realize
it sounds like the haven of like the Maven's haven.
You just renamed her house, right?
Right, Maven's haven.
I love
Do
seeing
you ever just have them like pop out their breasts a little bit for you while they're working? Exactly. Not quite the way that I think anybody else is thinking about it.
You don't swing that way, man.
Just curious though, like,
But
if
Maven, that might be a good idea.
Honestly, if you were to shit your pants, would they clean it up for you?
What in the hell did
probably.
I just listen to?
I was sick last year, like around November, I think, but it was more of a chest thing. Like it was like allergies creating a post nasal drip, and then then that caused coughing. And there was one time I had this coughing spasm I was actually coughing so much that I couldn't breathe. It wasn't because my lungs, like asthma, like you can't breathe. It wasn't my lungs. It was the coughing spasm, right? But it scared me a little bit. So I went to the hospital, and I have a whole. If you guys want to know the whole story, I did. There's a couple videos, and I talk about how much it costs and everything. It was a couple $1,000s. But Chani, I mean, she helped me get to the hospital. She pretty much, she stayed. They let you sleep. They let a family member sleep. They don't give you food at the hospital, so your family has to get your food, and everything. So
What
yeah,
if you
she took.
starve to death in a hospital?
Huh?
What if you starve to death in a hospital? What if that's your cause of death? You starve to death. Blame on the
They
family.
don't care. They'll
I
eat you.
I want to
Just
know what Vixen's been drinking. Her last few subjects she's came up with, just like what? Like
No,
a big,
But who's
no.
been drinking?
a
It
big
just
question
gets later
mark.
into the night that my brain is actually working in ways that most people's brains aren't still working. So
I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Just keep going.
Now, let me ask you this, Maven. So, if you, I mean, I think this is I should be allowed to ask this. I think like tell me to shut up if not. But so monthly, what is your cost of living there?
Well, my rent was $1,000, and I asked the landlord because I had a different job when I first rented, and so I asked him to bring it down to $750. So my rent's $750, and
Now, is
so
that
for me,
electric and bad water included?
yeah, electric's around $100 a month. It could be 75, it could be 150, but
So
it's around 100.
$1,000 a month living expenses as far as just having a roof over your head.
well, no, she had to factor in.
I
She
know.
Food,
literally factored in the 1,500, or the
I got it. I got
$1,000
this. I got
is
this.
taking on her care around the house.
yeah. So, and then food, and then I have a motorcycle. So, which is like a scooter. You guys would call it a
Right.
scooter.
Oh,
A motorbike.
Well, Harley.
Yeah. It's automatic, and that doesn't cost me much. I mean, it was like $1,500 to buy brand
Right.
new from the dealership, and maintenance, like if they take it in to change oil and everything, is like $5. So it's not a lot. Once you own it, the motorcycle isn't a lot. Otherwise, transportation can really be a hard. If you're taking like taxis everywhere, that can be a significant cost. If you're eating out, that can be a significant cost.
Right, of course. So what do you figure though? $1,500 a month?
1,500 would
Yeah.
be like survival. 2,000 would be comfortable. But you can like rent a condo, like an apartment in a condo or something for $250, $300. Under $500 a month, you've got a very luxurious, large space to live.
What is a large, luxurious space, just like square footage wise?
700, 800.
I don't know, but I can say like I was paying $500 a month for what would be like a townhouse or even like a duplex, right? And it would have 3 bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. Sometimes 4 bedrooms.
It's 1,100 or 6.
I was going to say, because you might be able to find a good hit in Arkansas. I know some of the apartments that I stayed at in Arkansas are still at a very,
But nobody wants to
very
live in Arkansas.
extremely low rate of $475 for a 600 square foot apartment. But out in the U.S., that's like really, really extremely low. And
Hey, what's up, Lorraine? Good to
that's
see you.
the lowest that I can find of any sort of rent around here is the places that I used to rent.
Well, see, Maven, the reason I asked, like, we've thought a lot about, like, selling everything and saying screw it and moving to, like, Bali or moving, my wife's still, she's an Indonesian citizen. So, she can actually go there and buy things, not doing like the 20-year lease or the 30-year, they have the different stipulations. She can actually buy, property there. And I mean, for $120,000, I mean, you can, have a 2-bedroom villa with a pool and a thing, a quarter mile from the beach, in Bali, and be like, okay, wow, this is awesome. And the cost of living is.
You got volcanoes and earthquakes.
Yeah, but I don't really care about that. I mean,
Say one of them gets pissed off and starts blowing up around you.
Yeah, whatever.
We have volcanoes and earthquakes here. Shit, we ain't gone anywhere.
We're sitting on the
But
biggest
not in
volcano in the world over here in New Mexico and Arizona. We can't.
You know, Duggar, I don't know about everybody else, but it's hard for me to hear you compared to everyone else.
I have been procrastinating putting my stuff together to irritate TF. And
you see, Duggar is known for his impeccable audio.
So am I.
Thank you, Duggar.
Yeah,
I have a better audio than that.
Hey, while we're on the subject, do I sound better tonight than I did last week
No.
or 2 weeks ago? No?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Do I sound more clear?
Sure. Hey, tap on your microphone. Hey, it's working. Yeah, you do. You hate me, don't you, Friction? I'm like the audio Nazi. I know I am. I love Baker. Baker comes in here. He's got it all set up. He's got the road shit going on. You know, he's fucking awesome.
We're gonna start our audio snob podcast.
I'll be good audio one day. I'll be good audio one day. I promise.
I've gave up with all you audio people.
That was better.
I'm a procrastinator. I'm sorry.
No, I think you were maybe just farther away from your microphone or something. Because I want to hear what you have to say.
Baker, suck it. But other than that,
yeah, no, I think she was actually trying to hear your input.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
It is harder to hear you because you haven't done anything because you've been procrastinating.
Yeah, let's talk to Mr. Duggar. Mr. Duggar has like all kinds of microphones. I've sent him. He's got soundboards. He's got everything.
I got everything.
I'm gonna say like this is how I hear this. This is my audio.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you know.
Reverb. I love you, Mr. Duggar.
I love Mr. Duggar too.
Fuck off point. So,
don't you dare.
Fuck off.
No,
you sound like
we love
talking...
you. No, come back, Mr. Duggar.
Oh, well. Maybe he can come back when his audio's better.
It sounds like he talks through a 7-Eleven cup. I'm not even joking. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, exactly. The
It
Campbell's
kills me.
soup can with a fucking string running across the country.
We love you, Mr. Duggar. We're just fucking with you.
Now, it wouldn't be so bad if I sent Mr. Duggar like probably a $200 microphone. He's got a soundboard. He's got fucking everything. I mean, he could sound like he's, fucking Wolfman Jack on the fucking radio right now. But he won't hook it up. It's like,
instead, it's like this. We love you, Mr. Duggar.
all we need now is LW to come in here and flip the board gutters, and we'll be, totally onto something.
I'm telling you, Travels, we have to do an audio snob podcast.
The
where we
audio
just
snob
shame
podcast. I like
everybody who has terrible audio.
I thought you should just call it the Snobcast instead of podcast.
That's fine with me too. That's fine.
Snobcast.
I like it. Snobcast. I like it. See, I've got this show I've been trying to put out. I think it would be a big hit. I think I can actually get it syndicated, but I don't know. I got to figure out. I want to do like a call-in show where it's nothing but bad advice. Okay, so people call in with problems, and we give them bad advice. So it's like one of those helplines, but where, we're not going to tell anybody to go off themselves or nothing like that. You can't go that far. But just give people like the most horrible, rotten, relationship advices or, whatever, just bad advice hotline. So you call in with a problem and we tell you what you should do.
With that one, I think that you really need to pick like somebody that is going to be like what the hell's his name? What's his name?
I don't know. Who are you talking about? The
He was
black
just
guy?
doing a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I like him too.
We can't call him the black guy. What's his name?
Oh shit! We actually got to give him a name.
Yes. What's
the
his
hell?
name?
I know. I'm having a brain fart too, Gutters. I mean, he's awesome. I love that guy. Shit. What is his name?
The black guy. What's his name? Oh
Shut
my,
up, BB.
Gemini.
Guy. Yeah, no. Bad Gemini. Bad
Bad
Gemini.
Gemini.
I love Bad Gemini. Yeah,
Yep.
he's perfect for the fucking role. I love that guy too. He and I have good
You
back
guys
and forth.
could do
as well.
really good at bouncing that off regarding the whole. I'm sure there's other people like Baker and people that could come in and do that really well. But
You got to be a real asshole to do this show.
do
I mean, this show has to be
Real
like, you got to be a real fucking asshole and just give people fucking shit advice. Like everything you would do that's totally wrong.
yeah, it's kind of sickening, but it's funny.
I feel like we would get sued.
Well, I mean, as long as you don't tell somebody to go off themselves, then what are they going to sue you for? Bad advice? Yeah.
Well, and now the big thing about it is you would have to make it so that it's very understandable that this is a, so to speak, game show. That this
call
is
it, bad advice.
Yes, this is not for
You put
need
it in
to
the title. It's not a helpline.
right.
I mean, because most of the time people want to do the bad advice thing. I mean, people will sit there and say like, oh, what should I do? I've got this in it, but they're going to do the fucking thing that they shouldn't do. I mean, that's just how people work. What's up, Johnny Siham? Good to see you, brother.
I agree, Johnny. I don't understand why you can't just say. Why can't you just say that?
Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Why can't you just say go stand on the train track? Exactly. I mean, bad advice. Maybe that's good advice. See, that's the problem. So we're only giving bad advice.
Yeah, I think it would be funny.
It would be hilarious.
There's this lizard guy I used to see pop up on my Reddit feed every now and then. He was like the therapist gecko or some shit. He was some guy dressed up in a suit. And he would be given relationship advice. And it was some of the god-awfulest relationship advice I've ever heard. And I laughed hysterically at it. That's what I envision this thing being.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect in your Bigfoot costume.
Right. I could do it in a Bigfoot costume. Oh, Mr. Duggar. Love you guys, but fuck off. I'll be great again. Until then, miss me. All right.
Wait, can you say it? Can you say it in his radio voice real quick, Travels?
All right. Love you guys, but fuck off. I will be great again. Until then, miss me. Go fuck yourself.
I love it.
Love you, Duggar. You know I do.
Love you, Mr. Duggar.
Kitty, what is going on, Kitty XO? Good to see you, girl. Good to see you, Kitty. Yeah, I like mopers. People all sad. I like if people can't fix a problem, then I feel bad for them. But when you have every output to a look at him coming in there. But when you got like everything right in front of you, where it's like, hey, just plug this into here and here, and the fucking problem solved. It's
Marvin hates computers. Like his computer, as soon as he gets near it, it's like it's almost like his energy just destroys the computer. It just doesn't work well with him around. It's awful. If I can't get something to work, I don't want him to be close to it, because I'm not kidding you. It'll start going haywire with him around it. I told him, you got bad energy, dude. What the hell? Poor guy.
Poor Marv.
I know. I think we're gonna get to go camping now.
Glamping gutters. It's called glamping.
Glamping. You call it whatever you want.
Big ass camper you drive around in.
Yes, I love it.
Now I heard Baker. I heard you and TK were working on a show.
Yeah, listen, I got a lot of travel coming up for the next couple of months, so we can't really start anything until, I don't know. I think we're shooting for July. So it's just one of those things where we're just kind of taking our time on it.
She's a sweetheart, man. I love TK. She's super nice.
Yeah,
Kitty XO, do not let somebody like Huffer Billy Paul fuck with you. Just tell him to go fuck himself. yeah, don't, I love Hufferbilly Paul, and I love you too, Kitty. Don't let somebody like Hufferbilly Paul fuck with you. Just tell them to go fuck off. And what's up, Anastasia? Not a Romanoff. Good to see you. Good to see you in here as well.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've got a lot of travel going on from now until basically July. So we're probably not going to start anything until July. I've just been kind of working on the background on some stuff. We've got some ideas that we're putting together. We're not trying to do like a full on call in show or anything. We've got some ideas we're trying to put together. We're going to have some test. I don't know what you want to call them, test shows coming up that we're going to play around with and see how it works. I've got a new mixer coming in, so that way I can easily switch between music and different things. So it'll be fun. Cool. It'll be great. I'm going to enjoy doing it, and we'll see how it goes. Who knows? But I know there's a bet going on. I guess I got to get over 5 shows so that I can win somebody $5 out there. So I guess that's the over/under.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm only hearing bits and pieces about it, so I don't know.
I do like the Snobcast though.
Oh yeah, I'm in it. Let's do it. I don't know why we haven't already done it yet.
Well, let me know. We can do that Snobcast. We can definitely pull it off. Let's do it on like a Saturday night, or you're over on the West Coast, so you could do it at 9:00 on Saturday night, right?
Absolutely. We'll bring LW in. I think he'd be good for that.
Yeah, he'd be great for it too, because boy, nobody gets pissed off like LW gets pissed off.
Right.
About bad. I mean, you all thought I was bad about that. Oh my God, he hadn't even been in here tonight. Gutters, he got so mad tonight.
He'll even supply the Monopoly board.
Mm-hmm. He'll flip that checkers board right over. I mean, it's out the door. Scott,
mad?
Controversial Cruising. What is going on, brother? Good to see you, man.
He got mad the other night?
Yeah. And then I teased him a little bit, so I don't know.
And now he hasn't come back.
We haven't even seen him in here tonight, so I got to tease him a little more. Let me send him a text right now and just tease him a little bit.
Yeah, here, I will too. He'll be regretting it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send him a crying face.
Okay.
All right, I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm gonna text LW a crying face right now.
I'm gonna do 1 tier. Are you doing the boohoo big cry?
No, I'm doing the 1 tier too. I got it.
Okay.
All right, there it goes. Send. All right.
I like how Gutters gets all just giddy about it.
I know. Gunners is an evil bitch too.
Oh my God.
She's a lot like
Maybe
I am.
she should be on the Snobcast.
Yeah. Except
she
she's
does
got
fly
shitty
around
audio. She can't be on the
Shitty
Snobcast with fucking T-Move audio.
Yeah, but she does fly in a G6 to go get groceries.
yeah, that's
Hey,
what
could you
it
show that
is.
picture one more time, Travels? I don't think anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, Gunners. Oh, yeah. And this is good. Well, you know, for the longest time, Gutters talked about having a plane. Then we found out she had 2 planes. I found her Instagram, and I'm like, holy shit. At first, we thought she just had a Cessna. And, it was like, oh. And then we find out she's got a fucking, like a Learjet type shit going on here. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, that's
just going to the Piggly Wiggly, pick up her daily milk. No big deal.
I know. Exactly. She's like talking down to Melania Trump and shit.
Yeah, right.
And what's bad is my wife has even asked her like where she got her heels from, and she won't even fucking tell her. I mean, she's such a bitch. She's like, I won't even tell you where I got my fucking heels from.
I'm saving them for her. They're hers.
All right. I see how it is.
And she drives this big bus to the Oregon coast to supposedly quote unquote camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Glamping. She's like,
yeah, no,
what I can't get over for the life of me is how she actually admitted that her damn drawers smell like fucking rat piss. So,
Well, here's the deal. I already explained all this. I'm not explaining it again. I already said I dealt with it. I fixed it all. And my RV is good now. Thank goodness. I was really worried though when I found, oh my God, I was ready to burn it.
I'm like the no mercy amongst friends type of person.
Oh,
like,
you
are. I like you, it means I'm fucking with you. And, Gutters gets it.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. I flip him shit too. I don't let him off easy. Even when he's been sick, and everybody's like, I didn't even realize he had been sick. And they were all mentioning it one night, and I was like, oh shit, really? Was he sick? And they're like, they said he said it in chat.
I was like dying, you know, and you're
I
like,
was
wait,
bitching.
well, what is going on here? We got Friction coming back. But all right,
Friction, did
Friction,
you
I
get
got
in
a
a bar
big
fight?
screeny. What the hell we got going on here?
What
you
the
just-
hell's in
did
your
you-
face?
She got in a bar fight.
What the?
What's going on?
Oh no!
And I
No,
like the
that
fact,
audio's.
I like the
no.
fact that she's muted.
She's muted. I like this. This is
Yeah.
good.
This is even
Well, at
better.
least you look good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm taking
it.
this off of
No,
and yeah, exactly. If you could,
you should have seen the other person.
Oh my
right, exactly.
I swear to God, if you would have seen the other person,
No.
and I looked like this, they would be fucked up.
What the hell happened to you? What'd you do? Run into a damn trip down the stairs or something?
No, I wasn't trying to
Picked her
like
nose.
be bailed out, and you guys were just talking about no mercy, and I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, if you guys want to judge me on this shit, like, guess what? No fucking mercy, and I don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't
Like,
care about it. Well, I mean, I do care about
I've been
your
dealing
nosebleed,
with
but
nosebleeds.
what's going on?
Like, I've been dealing with very seriously intense nosebleeds since I was about 6 months old, and
Gutter's voice does that to me too.
I mean, that's what happens when she
Go-
summons somebody.
Is it due to those veins being too close?
yeah.
So you need to go get those.
No. I'm not going to go get them cauterized.
Do it.
No.
Oh my God! You'd rather
Dude.
deal with fucking bloody noses.
Would
Dude.
a line of cocaine help?
I have, you know how many
Now,
horrible
Crank.
stories
I
that
am
I've
thinking
heard
Crank
from
is probably
people
more
having
of a-
their cauterized nose.
You just need to do it.
Like they smell like, they said that, like, one of my friends that had it done when we were younger. She's like, it, because her parents worked with like, they did some sort of stage before they went to the mortician, and she's just like, it smells like dead bodies burning in my nose all the time. And I've had certain things done with my nose and my vessels right there. And I'm like, I don't want to smell dead bodies in my nose all the time.
Well, I would think it would go away after it's healed.
She said that she smelled it for about 3 months.
Ugh. Well, I don't know. It's
And
better than bleeding to death.
I've
Maybe, I don't know.
I probably bled out more than I've perioded out in the
Oh,
past
okay.
20
Well,
years.
Alrighty.
I got to get going. You guys have a good one. Thanks for having me on, Travels, Gutters.
Wow.
Fortune,
Oh
I
my
hope the
gosh. That is
nose
such a
doesn't-
weak
so-
male move.
Anyway, see you later. Have a good one.
Bye.
That is such a weak move.
Well.
I'm just said that literally more blood came out of my nose.
Oh, no,
than
no, no,
anything
no,
else.
no. You probably lose everybody else if you say that. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Go ahead. Burn this bitch to the ground.
Yeah, wait a minute now. I don't think
What
that there's
the fuck are
not
you
ears
talking about?
listening right now. Gutters, did you get a response from LW yet? I did not. So
No, I did not either.
yeah, I'm thinking he's probably still mad at me, but you know.
Why is he doing it to me? I didn't give him no reason to be mad.
Yeah, you're just as much of an asshole as I am, Gutters. Hey Maven, you still here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Maven, do me a favor. You are you're a mod over here, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do me a favor, drop your channel link into the chat, because I want anybody over here that is, Maven does do some really fun streams. She does. I like the ones that you do too. That's like the true crime in like where you are. So it's like these Asian stories, like crazy stuff. He does those in the morning too. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. do me a favor, drop your link there, because anybody, if you're not following the Maven, please jump over there and follow her. We're gonna wrap this up in a second, but if all right, there you go. Maven dropped her link. So please, everybody, please sub that up. Go over there, pop in. It's usually like 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So fun show to watch. I'm in there. What would you say, about 70% of the time I catch it?
Yeah. Usually you come in late. I mean, it's rare that you're ever there from the beginning, but
Right.
you're there quite a few times.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I catch it every
Yeah, but
time I
what
can
time-
because it's morning.
What
And
time do you start there?
9 p.m. in Cambodia. But, you know, I try to set it up at least a few hours in advance. And so if you're subscribed and you get that notification, it'll tell you what time it's going to start for you, wherever you are.
9 p.m. in Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which
it's
right
10,
now-
it's 10
Are
a.m.
you
for
not?
you.
Are you not impressed that I remember where you're from every time that I get on with you?
Yeah.
I
Phnom Penh.
always tell everybody in the chat, Phnom Penh.
Bless you.
Phnom
Sneezing.
Penh.
She's sneezing again. Oh, man.
Yeah. So tomorrow will
That's what it
be
sounds like.
music trivia.
All right, so music trivia. So I'm sure I'll be tuned in tomorrow. I'm usually driving or like working or doing something, but I tune in. I check it out, and I like it. I enjoy it.
I worry about you giving answers when you're driving, unless you're doing the voice thing.
No, I don't do that voice thing. I've usually got like a cigarette in one hand, a biscuit in the other, and like you know, I've got the steering wheel. Somehow I'm driving with my teeth or something. You know,
Oh,
like
your
playing
knee.
that shit.
Drive
Yeah,
through your
Yeah.
knee.
right. Yeah, my right knee, my left knee, or my weenie, one or the other. Yeah, but I make it, you know, I get in there and play. Some of those people, I don't understand. They're answering before you're even done, but I don't get how that works. Maybe you know what I think they're doing is they know the program, they know they know where you're getting it from, and they're already looking, because sometimes you'll start to ask something and I see the thing already in there and I'm like, I'm live. There's no way possible that they know this already.
Right,
you know?
right.
But either way, it's fun.
It is.
So,
It is.
Maven, just to confirm, it's 12:35 your time right now in the afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yep.
All right.
13 hours different from you.
No,
they don't
11
do
hours.
daylight savings or any of that, Jeff.
Yeah. But then it's 12
It's
hours.
11
different.
hours.
But
It's 11.
But I mean, like in real time, it's 12 hours, and you just switch to AM PM. But you guys are on the daylight savings time.
Savings time, yeah. So
Right.
we're
So
11.
it's
Right now
fine now.
we're 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's 12:35 there. It's 1:35 where you are. Friction. That's
Right now.
13 hours.
That's
Right now, because-
that's an 11-hour difference right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Whatever.
6 months.
Man,
I
no,
love you.
you
I
know.
love you fools. I love you fools. But I know at this time of night for us people in Georgia that our brains aren't necessarily working at full capacity. So, but yes, it's an 11-hour difference, and they're a 12-hour difference when we're on daylight savings or not on
Right.
day. I can't even
It's so fucking
Yeah,
confusing,
whatever.
man. Damn
Yeah.
you, Benjamin
Whatever the
Franklin,
other
for
time
making this.
is, we're 12 hours
Exactly.
different from you, and now we're 11 hours different from
Yeah,
you.
can we all just tell Benjamin Franklin to kiss our ass that this whole daylight saving times thing was totally useless? Nobody needs this, and
Why can't we get on board with Arizona? Arizona got away with it. Like,
There's no point in it.
I thought that we would have voted this shit away, like in the past 2 years at least. What the
So
fuck?
what I've heard is that everybody wants it to end, but no one can decide on which of the 6 months is what it's going to be. That's where the controversy is.
We want it to stay lighter later.
I was gonna
Like,
say, I
let's
think
go on
all
ahead.
you vote
Don't
is
make
to
it get
stay
dark
lighter
at 6.
later.
I don't want it to
You
get
don't feel like
dark
you want
at
to
6
bend at
o'clock
5
in the
o'clock at
afternoon.
night.
Bye, Huffer Billy. Thank
Yeah,
you for
see you
subbing.
later, Huffer Billy Paul. Love you, brother. You know
Good
that.
night, Afro Billy.
All right,
love
so
you. Call me tomorrow.
Maven's going live every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Y'all sub her up Get over there, hit the thumbs up on her streams, go in there. I'll be in there. Let's all say hey. Let's support Maven. We love Maven. Gutters, what do you got going on this week?
Same old, same old. Tuesday night and Friday mornings.
All right.
Tuesday
Can
nights.
anybody not subbed up the Gutters? Can somebody type Gutters into the chat? Maven, I just need to add you to the Nightbot so people can just type Maven and your name comes up. I'll get that done by next week, I promise. Somebody type Gutters in there.
I did.
Thank you,
All right, there we go. Sub the Gutters. Here's her link right there. Nightbot has dropped it. If you are not sub the Gutters Pub, get over there. We don't, what are you doing with your life? Get over there, sub the Gutters
I've been
Pub.
trying to find Gutters, but like I have to figure out what time you're on in the morning because
You do your coffee club on Friday.
Yeah,
Huh?
I do Friday mornings at 9 a.m. noon your time.
Now, see, Maven, you would actually probably like that stream. I mean, I'm not being a dick, but it's kind of a woman kind of stream. You know what I mean?
I'll check it out.
It is. Yeah.
So it would be 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night for you or whatever on Fridays. So it would be, you got to back up a day. So Thursday
Saturday
night
morning.
at 9 o'clock. Thursday night at 9 o'clock, it would be you.
No, I'm ahead. If it's her
That's what I'm
Friday,
saying.
then it's
it'll be 11 o'clock
No.
Yeah.
p.m.
Whatever.
It'll be 11
The other side of the
p.m.
world.
for the Maven on Friday night.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
I know. Jesus.
That's how my woman brain works, and that's why I ask questions. By the way, in case you guys didn't realize, like I do try and have a little bit more smartness up here than what you guys think that I have,
Oh, let's go.
which I promise you I do as well.
All right. So, Friction, once again, you are awesome. Thanks for trivia night tonight. I always have a blast. Nobody else in the world I would rather do this with. Is anybody else not subbed up to Friction? Because somebody typed Friction into the chat. Please let Nightbot drop that. Please, everybody go over there, sub up to Friction as well. She does great videos like fishing dead squirrels out of wells and things like that, working on old IROCs and, all kinds of cool stuff. It's, there you go. Maven's already got that typed in. There we go. Look at that Nightbot dropping that shit right and left.
Did you see John's comment though?
No, I missed it. What does it say?
He said, "Yeah, it's a woman's stream as opposed to this stream where we talk about periods."
Yeah, exactly, Fabian. Thanks. Yeah, Lord knows
No,
what the
we're
hell's
talking
going on
about
here.
nosebleeds over periods. Like
I know,
bleed more out of my
exactly.
nose than my other areas.
Well, and we won't even have to talk about that. Jesus Christ, how did I end up on a stream with 3 beautiful women and we're talking about periods? Jesus Christ.
I know.
Everything's gone
I
wrong
know,
for
and from
me.
3 different areas of the world.
I know. I've got, never mind. I won't even go there. Anybody got any
And of
last
course,
words
one
to
from
say? I
another
think this
side of
has
the
been a
world.
beautiful
Home.
success.
Oh, beautiful success.
Maven, you got any last words for us?
Yeah, it's fun to be here, and I hope to see everyone over at mine too. Because
But
I really
you always say that
hours.
wonderful thing. You always say that wonderful thing when you end your show. Can you tell I don't want to say my people, but like everybody, you people, can you tell who you're calling you people? Can
I
you
always
tell
end with, don't forget that love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you're watching this, I love you.
There we go. So this is why I love this lady.
Love you
She's
too.
got she's such a sweetheart. I love you, Maven. You really are a good.
Thank you.
I'm happy to have met you. You're a good energy person, and I like good.
Well,
I was
I'll
gonna say,
let
yeah.
you guys know if I decide to go to the US. It'll be like probably the last time ever I do. But I'll do a show like with an announcement saying that I'm going, and that if anybody wants to come and meet me, then they can contact me, and I'll let you know when it's going to be. Obviously, I'm just going to California, so you guys would have to come to California. But if with enough
You're going to
advance,
San Francisco area though, right?
yes,
So I know for me personally, like
yeah.
I have family there, so
So if it just happens to time right, then we could meet up. And
I'd be
I
more
will-
likely to come hang out over there in Asia with that like 30-year-old French lady and the 20-year-old Yeah,
That's
yeah, no, I'm
pretty-
joking. I'm
What the
joking.
hell?
I'm
Yeah.
joking. I'm
I was
joking.
about
But
to
yeah,
say,
yeah,
this is where you guys need to, you girls need to start bitch slapping him and telling him
exactly.
he needs to shut his mouth.
I know my wife might actually be listening. I gotta shut up.
Good.
It's all jokes, people. It's all
Get-
jokes. It's
get
all
him.
jokes.
Yep, I'm
Get
gonna
him,
tell
Mrs.
I'm gonna
Fools.
tell Mrs. Fools that I'm gonna help her
Right.
beat your butt.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than you two little ladies.
Well, I can say that if I choose to go, it'll be like the last 2 to 3 weeks of September. I don't know if I'd go for
If you want to come down here to the dirty South where you are from, then shoot on down here. We'll hook up. We got a place for you to stay.
So
and all
you
that.
want her to come across the country? You want her to come from another country and then also go across the country to see your ass? You can't just take your
Gutters,
ass.
you're over there. Pick her up in your goddamn plane and fly her down here. We got an
No,
airport
no, no.
right
But
around
wait,
the
wait, wait.
corner.
No, no.
Jesus Christ.
She's coming
I'm up to
from
that.
another country, and you
And
can't.
you're too much of a
can't make it.
snob to give your support and let her use your plane.
Yeah,
Jesus
let her
Christ.
use my plane. Yeah, like anybody can just hop in her and use her.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can hop on her and use her.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, folks, we do appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging out. Trivia night, we love to do it. We love everybody's support. And thanks for being here. It is awesome. We're going to go out to Gutter's favorite video of, let me find it right here. I love this one too. It is, what's her name? Aunt Janice?
Hold on down here, okay?
Yeah,
Hold on over here on your side.
lean your head back.
Just keep your heads all the way back.
Okay.
Try to keep your feet on that bar as much as
Hold up. Are you sure we won't fall out? No chance. No chance. We could fall down and die, but Janice. God. Woo!
I love Aunt Janice.
Look, there's a camera. Hi. Get ready. We're getting ready to spring. Keep your head back. Feet on the rail. I'm falling! Janice! I'm stuck! Help me! Janice, I'm stuck! This hurts! This hurts! This hurts! This hurts! Oh, this hurts! Oh, this hurts! This ain't funny, this hurts! Janice, it ain't funny!
How is this so
Cheers
good?
to Janice. Cheers to Janice. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you all later on.
Good night.